Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome to the Retro Network live stream now. Back again with another live stream for y'all. It's a little late, so everyone's kind of a little groggy, a little tired, but we're staying up just to get you guys this ASAP info, bro. So, I'm here back with another Digital Talk Sports live stream. We're here talking about the first round recap. I'm joined by my co-host, Nathan Tran, right to I think it's my left on the screen.
What's up, guys?
And then TK's up top, giving this crazy takes again.
Yo, what's up?
And if you guys don't know, we already did a stream. We did a stream about 1 or 2 weeks ago, where we went and we recapped the playoff preview, basically, right? We recapped the entire season and we previewed the playoffs. And it turns out that, guys, we are incredibly wrong. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about at all times. We don't. We had the Lakers going to the finals and winning it all, or at least me and Nathan did, and that didn't work out. What else did we have? We had the Heat and the Bucks being the closest series of the entire first round. That was obviously the opposite. That was the only series that ended up in a sweep.
We thought Brooklyn was
me and you had Knicks.
Yeah, we had the Knicks. We had the Knicks. That was tough.
We got the play-in. We got the play-in wrong. The Wizards lost and Golden State lost.
Yeah, we thought we had the Celtics not making the playoffs. They stole a game from the Nets. So.
Jason Tatum, bro, it's better than Brandon Ingram.
That's unquestionable now, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's not questionable at all.
maybe.
That's a dog,
Maybe.
Nathan. That was
It depends on your perspective on things, but
No.
maybe.
All I'm saying is, if that was Brandon Ingram, bro, he's not doing that.
I want to touch on this just a little bit because then me and Nathan will talk about this on the beginning of the podcast. We can get about this a little bit later. We'll talk about echelons of players, right? Consistently, if you guys do not know, because I've been watching us on YouTube, we have consistently spoken about this upper echelon, right? What we define as upper echelon. Upper echelon, in my opinion, people define it as the S tier or the top tier players or the elite group of players or whatever. People define it in different ways. We call ours the upper echelon, and this is about the top 8 or 9 players, but they're clearly the elite tier of the league. They're like the cream of the crop, right? There's a definitive drop off from that level of player to the next, and then we're talking about so Luka's in that tier, obviously. We're like, is anyone knocking on the door? And then we're talking how Tatum is in the second tier. I think he's kind of close to the first.
No,
I
just
mean-
no. No.
I think he has potential.
If he makes
guys.
a good playoff run, he's in the first.
How about recency bias? Did we just forget his season? Did we just forget the underwhelming?
He wasn't
season
bad this season. The Celtics were bad. I get it.
He wasn't bad
But
this season.
he wasn't bad.
No, the first half of the season was really
Dude.
underwhelming.
Underwhelming, sure. But Luka was underwhelming too.
Yeah,
Not
so-
to Tatum's extent.
I guess. But that's why Luka's the upper echelon player and Tatum's knocking on the door.
Tatum,
Tatum deserves some blame for the Celtics being bad.
Wait, Matthew,
he's not
Matthew.
absolved of all blame.
He's not
So,
absolved, sure, but
Matthew, do you think he's almost there right now, or is it future?
no, I feel like he needs to prove some more, right?
Yeah. If you say he has he's.
But I am okay, let's say we make a bet on players in the second tier. Who is the most likely? We're giving out odds, right? Betting odds. Who has the best odds to make it into that first echelon tier out of the second?
John
group right now?
Morant.
No, it's Tatum. Tatum has to have the best odds, right? It's him. I guess maybe Booker.
Booker's in that first tier now, bro.
No, recency bias.
No, I'm playing.
Me and Nathan were talking about that too. We're low key, bros in the.
Well, if he wins, if they go to the finals this season,
Sure.
yeah, he's first.
If he
tier.
makes first tier stretch.
If he makes the finals this season, yes, he's first.
It depends.
If he wins
it depends. If he still plays how he is this series and he makes it to the fucking finals, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I think we'd have to give him. I don't know about the
Yeah,
first year is tough. These guys are proven year in and year out. They are the best players in the league every year.
No, well, is Luka proven?
How's he not?
Oh.
2Ks, bro. We talking about this too. we had a lot of downtime waiting for TK. If you guys did not tell, but then we were talking about you're always hating on TK on Luka, and it's a bad take. Are you gonna admit that it's a bad take?
Wait, when did I hate on Luka?
Well, me and Nathan had him as the MVP pick, and you were like, "Oh, is Luka really that good? He can't shoot a 3-point."
Overrated.
He's overrated.
And then we're
3-point.
talking about Luka was in the upper echelon, and you wouldn't agree with us.
No, because I'm saying you literally just said if it's proven. What other than one playoff series? What the fuck has Luka
He's had
proved?
2 now.
The most
Yeah.
players in this third
And then-
season.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if Devin Booker goes to the finals and Luka doesn't, he's proven that he's done more than Luka. Am I wrong?
Sure, but Devin
I
Booker's
guess.
team right now is better than whatever Luka's ever had. What do you mean?
How do we start the podcast on a
That's
tangent,
true. That's true.
bro?
Let's get right back on
Bro.
track,
Bro,
guys.
we just started. Bro.
That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad fast. But guys, the biggest topic coming out of this playoffs and the reason the title of the stream is Lakers in crisis. Nathan, as a Lakers fan, right? Let's give a rundown. Right?
Elaborate.
Lakers go in, defending champs, right? Looking to get a repeat. Best player in the world, right? They have 2 upper echelon players, right? We define this as upper echelon. We're just talking about it. Let's transition it back. The Lakers have 2 of them, right?
Oh, one. Okay.
We can give into that a little bit. Let me finish my thing. They have 2 upper echelon players. Go up against a team where we define with 0 upper echelon players. 0. Not a single one. 0. And they lose. They lose in 6. Nathan, how do you feel? Should the Lakers be worried? That's my first take.
Look, you want my thoughts on the series? Fucking disappointing.
Yes,
Embarrassing. Underwhelming. Upsetting. I just look at the first half yesterday. It's a fucking winner go home game, elimination game. We still no fucking urgency, bro. Like none of them wanted it, bro. So I was pissed off. But then, how mad could I really be? Because obviously I'm mad, right? Because I genuinely thought we were winning. We were winning it. We were winning it all, personally, right?
Yeah.
And to see us lose in the first round, that sucks, especially to the Suns. But if you look at it, the circumstances, how mad can we really be? Because AD missed 3 games basically. And look, let's not act like we weren't up 2-1 when everyone was healthy. Let's not act like we weren't toying with them in game 3. We were.
Well, if you're gonna bring up injuries, to be fair, Chris Paul was basically injured for the first 3 games of that series.
Right, but the motherfucker
just wasn't
played every
that.
single game. The motherfucker played every game. But
That's because he got heart. That's because he got heart. That's a different topic, you know.
Let's be real here. We have excuses. KCP hurt. AD hurt. Even LeBron hurt. So
Okay, but
how
LeBron's gonna
mad
be
can I
hurt every
really
single
be?
year at this stage of his career. I feel like it's gonna be more often than not that LeBron's gonna walk into playoffs with some kind of injury than not at this point of his career.
I mean,
Yes,
you
but
think AD won't be injured next season too?
Yeah, come on.
No, because okay. Now I'll get to my bottom point. We were doomed from the start of the season, right? Because historically, right, we've had.
But then why did you have so much faith? You bet so many nitros.
Because I'm a fucking
bet so many
degenerate Lakers
nitros.
fan. I'm a degenerate Lakers fan. Of course, I believe in my team. But look, we had historically lowest amount of rest between seasons, right? So we came in without preseason, and it's basically a new team. So we were kind of doomed from the start. And then look at our season. LeBron and AD missed half the season, right?
Yep.
I mean, you can't blame the signings, bro. Because I started season, dude, you were like, bro, Lakers are going ham.
But look at everything that happened, bro. Dennis Schroeder was in COVID protocol twice. What else happened to us?
Well, Nathan, I want to start right there though before you go on a longer tangent. I feel like you should do this to any team, right? The Wizards for one, our favorite team. You can talk about all of it. Cat's whole family got what happened with
Wizards got a
him.
year off.
TK knows what happened with him.
Don't worry about
it.
it.
And we had every single person. Our
No,
team
the
got COVID
Wizards,
too. So
half the Wizards team got decimated, bro.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. You could set the Celtics have a year from hell, right? They got their players injured. Jaylen Brown goes down for the playoffs.
Brown
He's a star. Kemba
No,
Walker
that's a short
is not even
break,
hurt.
too.
So it's
They had
there's
short
that
break,
too.
too.
So I'm just saying, and then even the Heat, who also they got swept too, also had a season from hell. Their season might arguably been worse than yours.
I mean, the Nets aren't exactly, perfect team either.
I mean,
But I'm saying every team has their problems. But
Is it a
Nathan,
coincidence that both finalists last season are eliminated in the first round? Is it just pure coincidence, or
well, I think the
maybe there's
Heat.
something to it?
I think
Maybe
the
there's something
Heat.
to it.
The Heat was in a circumstance where it was they got hot and the players weren't hot anymore. So it's are we? Tyler Hero was a
Yeah.
different beast in the playoffs, right? Tyler Hero looked like what Devin Booker kind of looks like right now, right? But to a lesser extent, obviously. But he looks like this perimeter, microwave level player, right? This guy who could ultimate heat check guy, right? And then coming out, this guy just bricked everything, and in the playoffs he did the same. So I think
'Cause
it
they
was
went
just a
from-
chance of their players got cold and then their wings got cold. They lacked depth. And they're
Yeah.
playing Iguodala and they're playing like these guys who were just getting ate up on the court. And so I think at the end of the day that was it. And Bam struggled, so that was another thing too.
You know,
But Nathan-
Robinson was high-key cooking still though. Okay.
I think coming out of this playoffs, the question I have for you as Lakers, why I would think the Lakers could be in crisis, right? Is A, the lack of heart, but you could blame that on, fatigue or whatever. But the B, is this the right type of supporting cast for LeBron and Davis? You could argue that last year was the easiest run to the finals in terms of level of competition in the league ever, right? What? We're gonna look at it like surprised, like what? You have so it was it's like not ever
Portland, it was
because
Portland.
you talk about other teams that did, but come on, like Portland, the carcass of
That was
Portland.
that was injured
on.
Portland too. That was
Portland
like,
would that team even qualify for this fucking finals now? Come on,
Huh?
what do you mean, huh? Stop playing.
Okay, that's the first round matchup. Of course, it's gonna be a shitty team. Of course, it's a shitty team in the first round. What the fuck
yeah.
is that?
Second round, you played an injured Westbrook, a fucking malnourished Harden, and a 6'4" center, bro.
Okay.
Against with Anthony
Where
Davis.
is it coming from? Where is it coming from?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying. But like, okay, that level of competition compared to this year. This year, I think the league got better too. So I think we talked about this before. LeBron and Davis, yeah, they're good. They're definitely good enough to win a championship. That's no question because they did, right? That team's good. I'm not saying you guys aren't a championship level team, but are we really the dominant team we saw in the bubble, right? Are we that same team
No, dude, because
compared to
we
the rest
have
of the
to.
league? The rest of
bubble-
the
Did
league
we
stepped
not
up
show
too.
that? Did we not show that in the regular season when we were healthy? Like,
No,
were we not
because-
dominant?
Bro, you
There was
can't
a adjusting
keep
period.
doing. You can't keep doing this if like when we're healthy. If we're healthy, shit. Because
Wait,
like
are you
you're
talking
not.
about this regular season?
This regular season. When we
No,
were
we guys are
healthy.
barely healthy.
But when we were,
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah, some of
but
the you
no,
were
but-
when Davis is never healthy.
Nathan, you can't keep doing this, bro. You can't keep doing this if we're healthy, shit. Because like you're
Guess
not.
what? We were healthy that playoff. Look what happened. Look what happened. We were raising the fucking shit, right? Look, we were healthy. What do
You
you
were
mean?
healthy, but everyone else wasn't.
But yeah, that's also true. No one else was healthy in the league at the time too. But to be fair, right? Let's look at this right now. Right, the rest of the league. You're gonna argue that the rest of the league stepped up. Or we're not gonna do it. The Bucks got better. Did the Bucks not get better?
Phoenix got way better.
that.
Denver.
With Drew, come on, you're gonna act like they not got way better. The Suns got better.
Okay.
Obviously, they eliminated Jazz. The Jazz,
Okay.
they got better too. That's
Did
obvious,
they get worse?
right?
Luca's
Okay,
better.
okay. But
The
did we get
Mavs
worse?
are deadlier, right?
But did we get worse?
I'm not saying
No,
it's got
no,
worse.
no,
I'm
the
saying
Mavs did
some
not
of the
get-
players that got hot in yours didn't get hot. It's just KCP wasn't making as many threes as he was in the bubble. Is that true?
Motherfucker was hurt. The motherfucker stat a game. Look at her.
Ah,
Everyone hurt.
Give him that.
Because you're
I'm giving-
missing. You're
Because you have
missing.
the season from hell, you idiot.
And then it's also some of your role players don't even make sense. Montrez basically unplayable in the end of the game. He literally didn't play.
Yeah, too many.
Andre Drummond literally unplayable at all. To
Yeah,
speak of.
was it? Didn't Montrezl
You wanna
Harrell
go
play
through
like
the
6
roster?
games per minute?
You
Didn't
wanna go
Montrezl
through the
Harrell play
roster?
6 games per minute?
Yeah. Come
You want
on.
to go to the roster? Let's play keep or sell with the Lakers supporting cast.
That's what I'm saying. Your supporting cast isn't great. Is that what we're saying? Are we on the same page here?
No, we overrated them. We definitely overrated them.
True. Like look at the guys. Like I like Schroeder,
Yeah,
Nah,
but
I'm
like
selling Schroeder.
as your
I'm
third
selling.
best player, I don't know.
but the motherfucker put up 0 points game 5.
Exactly. So why are you
And he had-
keeping him? You gotta sell that shit.
What,
We're in agreement here. I think we're all on the same page.
What? Right, but my point is, it doesn't fucking matter when we have AD and LeBron healthy. It doesn't nothing.
Yeah.
You can put a pile of shit in front of it and
I'm
not
saying
be confident.
you guys are going to be competitive. I'm not saying you guys or you guys are even the favorites, right? I'm not saying that you guys aren't even the favorites. I'm saying that the level of dominance in the bubble is not what we're ever going to see again from this team.
That's hella recency bias. That recency
I don't know if that's a recency bias. Is it?
It is, though.
Thing, like,
You guys, you can dominate the Nets the same way you guys dominate the rest of the league.
no,
Come on.
that's cap.
We went through this. There's no, you don't have a single elite perimeter defender for the 3 elite perimeter offensive scorers.
Caruso.
No, stop it. We're worried about the Bucks, and the Bucks have 2 elite perimeter defenders and 1 really good one. And then we're like, oh shit, the Nets probably will still drop 150 points on their head. Still. But we get to the Nets a little bit. Let's talk more about the Lakers. And I think we talked a lot about the Lakers. Let's talk about a little about the Suns too. You know what I mean? So Booker, we talked about him a lot in the beginning of the season. He took a big leap forward. He actually like, for me, always like this good stats, bad team type of guy. And now he's good stats, good team type of guy. I still have flaws where he's not like the reason with TK why I don't put him in the upper echelon. Right? He only did it for like this last.
I didn't say he's upper echelon right now.
He did.
I said if he goes to the finals.
Is that not literally what he said?
No, I said I was joking. I said if he goes to the finals, I'd put him upper echelon.
I still wouldn't do that because A, the players that done it before have done it in a game and game out, and still B, the way he's playing right now.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. You can't say the players before have done that if you put like Luka upper echelon because Luka's not
No,
year
but
in and
Luka's
year
done
out.
it for a whole last season, year in year out.
No, I'm
You
talking
say-
about in the playoffs. Are we talking about in the
But
playoffs?
why, okay, he upper echelon only for the playoffs.
Well, pretty
Cool.
much.
He could be the top upper echelon playoff player then. I mean, but we're talking about like top echelon players. Luka has proven it season in like he's only been in the league for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
For 3 of those years, or 2 out of 3 of those years, he's been
Two.
elite. The rookie season, his rookie season, really good. Booker, 5 seasons. This is the only time he's ever played at an elite level, I would say, in the upper echelon level.
Yeah, but if he goes straight to the finals as the best player, I mean, he did something that Luka didn't do.
Well, yeah, because he has Chris Paul, who's very good next to him. Or was it Chris Thompson's very good?
Well,
Come
but
on.
you can't keep doing this. We have Chris Paul shit, and then you say, "Oh, Chris Paul's injured."
Chris Paul is injured right now, but he's still
Yeah,
playing.
so obviously no, but then that means that Devin Booker's status is up
No,
more.
but he's
'cause
healthy
the one-
now. He's getting his like, I would say the game they lost, he was hurt, bro. Like there's no shot. But the games he was healthy, they won. Is that kind of a coincidence?
I mean, yeah, you can't just say
Yeah.
no. You literally just said, "Oh, if they lost, yeah, he's injured." But if
No,
they
no,
win,
no.
then he's healthy.
You can tell. You can see him markedly like he was hurt those games. He wasn't shooting. Like he doesn't shoot much now in general.
He
But,
wasn't
like,
shooting any games, bro.
But like, okay, you know that the dagger he put into the Lakers in game, was it 6? Yeah, it was 6. You know what I'm talking about, right? The one when he goes, like, oh,
Yeah,
ask about
yeah,
me,
he-
ask about me, the step back.
Yeah,
no
he
way he
shot-
takes that shot in game 3. He doesn't take that in game 3. His shoulder
Yeah.
wouldn't let him.
Because even if he
Okay,
did,
but
it didn't matter.
like the Suns, I give it to them. They played a good series, but like
Game 5 and
like-
6, they were so fucking hot, bro. They shot.
like but
every-
like
Yeah,
did they deserve to like win this series? Like were they really like the better
Yes,
team?
because they
Yeah,
Were they,
no,
were they really the better
no,
team?
because you can
Like,
say AD was injured, but this is the reason why I'm saying your supporting cast is questionable. Because even then, even if your second best player is out, right, as as the favorite, as his dominant team, right, with the best player in the world,
Yeah,
right,
you still have the best player in the world.
right, because you lost your second best player, you didn't lose your best player, but to get dominated the way you did, no, dominated, absolutely dog walked, fucking put on the leash and walked outside the fucking neighborhood 3 times and then spanked back into the house. You guys got
Ivan-
absolutely rocked by 30 points, and then you guys were down by 20 at halftime the second one. Like, absolutely,
Yeah.
like, embarrassed. Like, they should put a ball gag in your guys' mouth the way you guys got embarrassed. LeBron walked up the court at 5 minutes. He didn't even try the last 3 minutes of the game. That's how badly you guys were dominated.
LeBron literally just walked, bro. He didn't
You guys
even go
lost
back on
one
defense.
player and was dog walked that bad? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Look.
Come on.
They were good, but like they were like in the mud. Game 3, you know, they were in the mud. It was 2-1.
Yeah,
We were
well,
not-
Yeah,
you in
they
the
lost,
mud for
But
5
they
and 6.
they didn't get embarrassed. You guys got embarrassed on live television. That's the reason why the LeBron narrative is so strong right now. Where it's like, oh, like there's so much anti-hate LeBron. I kind of disagree against it, but I see where it's coming from because it's hard to see another like an elite level player just let his team get absolutely clowned like that. 30, like just get like it's not even close. Like he left the court at 6 minutes left in the game. That's how bad. That's how gone it was. 6 minutes. That's a lot of fucking time.
Wait. Do you guys think this is like gonna be like the first season where we see like an actual drop off with LeBron or no?
No, we always say this every single fucking
I was about to
year,
say that though. No, I swear this is the first time in his career he's shown his age. No.
No,
His
am I,
age?
like
No.
no,
If he
Matthew?
kept
Am I saying?
injury-
Do you think he's gonna be?
Okay.
Like, I think every season now is gonna be more likely to be injured during.
In my opinion, this is the first time in his career he mispaced himself. Where you know how LeBron, he's done it every single year, right? Like it's his thing. He paces himself. He'll like cruise the regular season, and then he'll.
Well, he can't pace himself when he's hurt.
That's what. Well, that's the thing. He was pacing himself because he was hurt, in my opinion. So this like the season, right? He cruises for most of it.
Like, bro, I don't think he's Iron Man anymore, bro.
No.
I think he's like,
I thought he could get by like basically not going 100% in the playoffs or in the first round. He didn't have to. He remember how he only kind of went off for like a half.
Well, this is the best team he's had to play in the first round ever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because but that's
Yeah.
also his fault.
So like,
That's also his fault too.
how is it his fault that Solomon Hill fucking bad at his leg?
well,
Like, come
it's
on
the
now.
best team ever because he's now a
Come on
7 seed.
now.
He's not a 2nd seed playing a 7 seed.
No, he's the 7th seed playing 60. Exactly.
No, but that's
the
what I'm
best team
saying.
he's had to play.
It's because he's a lower seed now.
But it doesn't change the fact that this is the best team he has to play, so he can't cope.
Okay, but this year every single team dealt with injuries too. Every single team, except for even the
No, they
Nuggets.
fucking missed half the season. Our two best players missed half
Well,
the season.
Kawhi missed like half the
Maybe-
season too. Kawhi missed like most of those games too.
Serge
told-
Ibaka is literally
I-
dead right now, bro. Serge Ibaka is dead, bro.
Kawhi and Paul George missed a lot of games. Probably not as much,
By choice.
but they're weren't even in contention like to get in the play-ins. Like no one was like, oh, the Clippers get in the play-ins. There's not even a thought of that. So I don't know.
I see the Suns popping champagne. Like I don't get it.
All right.
Like, I guess beating the Clips
Dennis
of the Lakers.
Schroeder got outplayed by Cameron Payne, bro. Shut up.
I didn't say he wouldn't did it.
Tyler said,
didn't say
"Damn,
he
I hit
did
some
it.
salt from Nathan." But
But
I
like,
just
They did, bro. You just gotta accept it, like how I am with Westbrook.
Well,
Bro.
like,
You just gotta take the
it's
L.
It's also like they haven't had success in 12 years, and like they get lucky
okay,
one
that
year.
is
now
salt.
they're
That's salt. That's pure salt. So we're not gonna.
like, how? What have they done last 12 years? And the first
It's not about the last fight. It's about this year.
Yeah, that's what
The
matters.
first-
The only reason why you mentioned that is because
the first sniff of success, bro, they're like taunting, they're like talking shit. What? They're gonna suck next round.
the only people.
I mean,
the only people
what
that
the fuck?
mentioned
Wait, hold on. What the fuck were you guys before last season?
We won a championship.
I said
within 10
before.
years.
I said before last season. 10
Before
years is a
last
long
season?
time, bro.
They haven't had anything in 12 years.
that.
So,
Tyler's
like,
book MVP.
you know,
Anyway-
You guys were worse than the Suns last season.
Anyways,
You
wait,
guys
wait,
were on that
let's talk
level.
about the Suns more, right? Because
Before LeBron.
whatever.
Before LeBron.
Guess what? As much as we talk about the Lakers, they're not going to be mentioned in the next fucking podcast we do. Because guess what? They're not playing no more. Guess who is? The Suns are. So let's talk about them a little bit more.
Let's still be
And their
mentioned.
next round, their next round matchup. Okay, their next round matchup. So they're going up against what's it called?
Nuggets.
And let's talk about the
Denver.
Nuggets a little bit too while we're at it. So let's talk about the Nuggets in Portland series. What I thought was probably like the worst played series in the fucking game for the first like 3 games. It was like right out of all of them that we saw, like it wasn't great basketball. And then the last like couple games they really heated up because Dame took over, Jokic playing great basketball, and then sometimes we talk about it all the time, right? Sometimes it comes down to your best player versus their best player. I feel like this series literally came down to Jokic versus Lillard. Like it felt like that, especially the what was it, double overtime? Would you guys agree?
Jokic. Yeah, Jokic is insane, bro. Jokic is just insane.
so but that game, I thought it was pretty bad. I thought like
The
the
triple
role
overtime?
players-
No, no. But for the
Yeah,
series, no, I'm
the
talking
double
about for
overtime.
the series.
He did
The
pretty
double
well in the
overtime.
overtime one though. I want to say he did bad in the double
I thought,
overtime.
I thought he gassed out, and then like the role players like carried their weight, and then they won
Maybe.
the game.
Maybe, but Lillard, I guess that's not the best example because Lillard was the best player in that one. He still lost.
Yeah.
But I would say Jokic overall was the best player in the series. Maybe.
No,
Yeah.
Jokic like throughout the series was definitely the best player.
I feel like if you watch basketball, you know that Jokic is the best player in the series. I feel like if you just watch highlights and watch stats, then you would think Lillard is. And I think that's the ultimate test. If you ask someone, hey, that Portland versus Denver series, who do you think was the best player? If they say Lillard, they don't really watch the games. If they say Jokic, I feel like you at least watch the games because you see his presence on the court is so much not more dramatic than Dame's. But he does so much for his team.
No cap though. This series, Jokic was hikey like pretty aggro when it comes to scoring.
Because
Like,
they
he only
let
had-
him. They let
No,
him.
but that's what I'm saying. He only had like 4.5 assists, bro. Like that's what we said. We saw like a new Jokic, bro. Where he was just like, bro, I'm a score. I'm gonna be that scorer.
I don't think it was him going, I'm gonna be that scorer. It's because usually when he starts like scoring a lot, like when he can show he can score at any time, at any point, which he can, teams double him. And I think the Blazers were like, let's see what happens if we don't double Jokic, right? Like if we don't send help.
Yeah, like he didn't kick
And
it
then-
out much.
Because they didn't send help. So it was like he got whatever he wanted, and then he dropped 40 in like the first game, whatever, 38. what it was, and he closed out with 38. So, you know, I think Jokic
Portland.
proved that he deserves his MVP. He's the
True,
best player of the
but
season.
we'll talk
He
about
did-
Portland. That's Portland was terrible. Terrible.
Is this
Yeah.
where is this where Dame Lillard goes? Oh, I'm fuck the loyalty
No.
shit. I'm a dip.
I don't know.
No,
I
it's
don't
like-
think he ever does. He will ever.
It's like the supporting cast was ass. Like
Yeah.
Lillard
Yeah.
dragged their asses. Like
Dude,
in, like, on the
Rocco
last game,
Rocco was like little
all
dog.
ass.
So my
And like
biggest,
the coach, well, he just got fired, right? But like
yeah, Terry Scott.
terrible coaching from him. Like, how do you have Lillard, right, and then have a boring offense? Like, if Lillard, give it to Lillard, see what he does. Like, you see how like Curry's good, right? But like Kerr like maximizes him. Spock doesn't do that. Lillard is like having to like make his own shit. Like it's easy for him.
Although,
Yeah,
to be fair, Austin Rivers, no one saw that coming.
I
I
guess.
guess.
But then it's also tough when you have like Carmelo matched up against Jokic for like multiple times throughout that series. Like, what are you doing there? Why is even Carmelo even getting so much minutes? It's like, I don't know. It's like the roster sucks, and then everything kind of like rotation wise they suck, and then it feels bad because I don't see how they could get better. I don't know what trade they could make. They don't have a young piece. They're like, yeah, like if X gets better, then they could like, you know, like the Denver that the Michael Porter
Yeah,
Jr.
because-
piece, right? Like
What can they really get with CJ McCollum? you
That's
know?
what I'm saying. The Blazers don't really have much to do. Like I don't know. Like they need a big.
Simon.
They need a big. So we need to talk about like, could you make a? Is there a McCollum? The thing is, they traded everything,
They have to trade McCollum and Norman Powell and maybe Rocco.
but
or
you're giving up
Anthony
too
Simmons.
much. The thing is, they
No,
gave
but
up,
that's what I'm saying. That's the only way they get something.
but they gave us so much assets for the season push, right? They traded 2 first rounds for Rocco. They signed what's his face, the guy from Utah.
I'm talking about from now. Like, dude, for them to get something like a
Rodney
star, they'd have to give up like McCollum, Norman Powell.
There's no way they can get a star. They can get like a marginal one or a frustrated one maybe, but it's
If
hard.
they trade half the roster, maybe they can get it.
But it's not
Well,
even worth it at that point.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They're stuck.
Kevin Love.
Is that
What the
are you
fuck
that
is-
much better?
No, you're fucking dog shit with Kevin. Like, you're not winning anything with Kevin Love.
It's better
Defensively-
than having Carmelo. It's better than
Yeah.
having Carmelo.
Defensively, you're still in the
but
same
that-
box though. Kevin Love guarding
No, but-
Jokic.
You're talking like they're gonna do Carmelo and Kevin Love straight up.
No, it's not Carmelo. It'll be CJ for Kevin Love.
No, that's not that.
No,
That's
no.
not worth it, bro.
Look at bought out.
Maybe that's. I still don't think that puts them better than like the Clippers. Or are they better than the Mavs?
No.
I don't know. Maybe with a new coach, because then I thought had a terrible series. Like,
I don't know. The
I
roster
don't
just
think they
doesn't
get-
work.
but I don't think he's getting the most out of them either.
Like, dude, look at their roster right now and tell me who's like a good defender other than Rocco.
That's true. The defense is horrendous. The thing, Carmelo's playing minutes. There's no way a quality roster should be hosting that many minutes for Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo's playing 24 minutes a game.
Like, come on. Like, there's no quality roster in the NBA. Like, if you throw Carmelo on the like, I don't know, like the Suns, does Carmelo get minutes? Does Carmelo see the floor? I don't think so. You throw him on the Jazz, does he see minutes? I don't think so. It's tough. It's tough. He's a defensive liability with a guy who can score in isolation, but he doesn't really create shots for anybody.
He's not even that efficient.
He's not. He just kind of looks cool when he does it. You know what I mean? Like when
He's really-
when he hits the ISO out of like the post and when he hits that like that ball fake, it looks
It's
really
just
cool.
cold, bro. It's
and
just
it's gonna
cold.
end up on House of Highlights. But you know what's not gonna be on there? When he misses a rotation. When they send him on a double and he can't close out on the 3 afterwards after they pass it out. Right? He's too slow. His foot speed is gone. So it's like that's what they don't show. Again, another good question to ask, like to see if they're casual or not. Is Carmelo a quality NBA player? If they're like, yeah, he is. Nah, bro, that's casual. You're not watching him on defense, bro.
Carmelo's a -8 Heisman team.
Jesus. What's it called? So Portland, right? Are Portland coming out of this the most team you're worried about besides maybe the Celtics, I guess?
It's the Lakers.
The thing is, the Celtics are still young. Like Tatum and Brown are still young, so they have pieces where you can be like, yeah, they can take a step forward. And if you want to break the bank, there's still the Kemba piece. You could maybe I doubt you can move Kemba, but they can move smart. There's like at least like a move they could make. I literally did not see a move with Portland unless you move McCollum. I don't know who you can get back.
Wizards are the most stuck than at Portland.
Well, yeah, sure, but then there's not much. I don't think like. Does anyone really have like final aspirations, like championship aspirations for the Wizards?
I mean, the guy that bet 15,000 on them making the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that guy's just stupid, bro. But yeah, I mean, no one realistically like has great aspirations. Their best plan is to blow it up.
I mean, Portland doesn't really have championship aspirations either. I don't think.
They do with Dame. They do. You have to with Dame. If you have an upper echelon
Yeah,
player, you have
but
to be thinking about it. Their moves this off season said they were.
Yeah, but Rocco is disappointing.
You don't trade 2 first rounders for a Rocco if you're not gonna try to go for a chip. You just don't
Dude,
make
the
that move.
The Rockets, bro, made his fucking stock like this shit.
No, I thought
And
his
then-
stock was high with the fucking when he was with the Timberwolves. Remember when he was the hot
Oh,
piece?
oh,
What do you
but-
mean?
No, but I'm saying his stock on the Rockets, bro, when he was like center, where he was blocking like motherfuckers like left and right. That his stock was the highest on the Rockets by far.
What did we get from Rocco?
You got fucking well, it was a 4-team trades. I don't
No,
remember.
it was the D'Lo trade. That's D'Lo trade. D'Lo, and then Capella went to Hawks, and then D'Lo went there, and then the draft picks go to.
Oh no, there's no way you have higher stock than that. We got the Wiggins contract with Rocco.
The Wiggins.
Yeah, we got off the Wiggins contract with Rocco. Come on, that was like top
No, but,
3
like,
worst contract in the NBA at the time. Now, guess what? D'Lo's one of the top 3 worst contracts.
No,
in the
but
NBA.
that was a
That's just
weird
bad
trade. That was a
management.
14. That was just a 14. Like that was weird though. It wasn't like a straight up.
Yeah, but I think his value at the time was higher then because then it was also like trade deadline.
If you
People were
like
looking
just the
for
Rockets, we only gave up Capella and like maybe like another pick for Rocco.
that. Capella's good, bro. What do you mean you just gave up Capella?
No, but
Nathan's
like
lagging,
Capella-
but I think you agree with me. Capella's fucking good.
I'm not saying he's not.
Yeah.
I'm saying
He's a top 10 center.
Yeah,
no. His
What?
top 10. You said that shit so unconvincing.
but he's like a different. He's right now is an anchor. He's the only reason why the Hawks defense is even like can even get to average at points. It's because
I guess he's like he didn't fit with the Rock or he didn't fit with Westbrook.
Yeah, with Westbrook. He fit with the Rockets before they did. They trade for Westbrook. But anyways, we shouldn't be talking about Capella until we talk about that series.
Nuggets, Suns. Yeah.
Yeah, so Nuggets Suns. So yeah, Nuggets won. They beat
Do
out
we go
the
second round?
Blazers.
Do we go second round about it, or do we should recap all the first rounds first?
We're already talking about them, so like.
Might as well just finish right up here.
Yeah, sure.
Nuggets Suns, right? Because I want to close with Clippers Mavs anyways. But Nuggets Suns. I think in this series you have to say that Jokic is the best player. But I mean, obviously the Suns proved that that's not always the case because LeBron was the best player in that series, and then obviously it didn't work out well for them. The thing that scares me if I'm a Nuggets fan is that there's not a single
thriller.
player on your roster that can guard Booker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're gonna throw like Austin Rivers at him.
I
But,
guess,
like,
or Capazzo or whatever.
Can Ain
No,
guard
they're not,
Jokic?
you can't throw Capazzo on fucking Booker, bro. Like you're gonna die.
Well, you
first
can't
of
throw
all.
anyone on him, right? They don't have anyone. A perimeter defender. That's always been their problem too. Even if you had Murray, it's like Murray was an elite defender.
Yeah, but at least Murray was offense.
But
Like,
Murray
that
can at
was-
least keep up with Booker offensively, right?
Yeah.
So the thing that will give you hope if you're a Denver fan is like Jokic is there's no one on the Suns roster like
I
guard
mean,
Jokic.
yeah, like Aiton's not stopping.
But we said
No,
that about
no.
Davis. So
No. Stop. Ain't gonna pass that first series, right? Like the teacher didn't. It was the day of the test, and the teacher didn't show up.
but game
Basically,
one
right?
he didn't. Are you gonna argue that game one he didn't do a good job?
But like
Alright.
that was more Anthony Davis having a bad game.
Yeah,
Look, in
Matthew-
our 2 wins, Anthony Davis averaged 34 points. Like, come on now, right? Like,
Charlie's like LeBron is a crybaby. Nathan likes crybabies.
Nah, but
Well,
like
look,
Matthew, this is a healthy Jokic coming off that series, bro. You can't
Look, yeah.
compare him to Davis. You're like a dead Davis.
I'm just saying,
Keep
it's
it
worth
going
bringing up. I agree with you guys. I don't think that anyone can stop Jokic at this point, let alone in. But I'm just saying it's worth at least mentioning. And then Jokic. So that's what gives you hope if you're a Nuggets fan, right? And then let's say
I think Embiid can stop.
if Jokic, let's say he does it right, he puts the team on his back, goes like averages 34, 11 rebounds, like 6 assists, right? And then he gets to the finals. At that point, right, so much momentum. Can you just like make the whole run? Quas says tell Nathan to burn that Lakers flag. All the homies in chat right now.
Oh, Quasi.
Yeah, Quas in chat. But tell me at that point, right? If he really makes that run, gets to that point, at that point, it's hard to like stop that kind of momentum.
True. Like I think we all agree with you.
Well, okay, I guess it's a strong man argument, but what was it going with it? I got confused because everyone's mentioning things. Matthew likes the
Yeah.
girls. Okay, can't comment that,
That's what we
Charlie.
argue.
We're talking
Hey,
about we're talking about second round series, right? So who do
We
you guys
have
gut instinct have right now? Let's get back on topic.
Nuggets.
Wait, what was the question?
Who do you have in the series? Suns versus
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Suns. Oh,
Denver.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Nuggets in 5.
Wow. What are you expecting? Wait, tell me,
Nuggets
give me
in
some.
6,
Give me some
Nuggets.
more. Give me some more. Give me some more. Cause I actually want to hear why. Give me like Nuggets in 5 is a lot. This team
Nuggets in 6.
has.
Nuggets in 6.
We just said it. There's not a single player on the perimeter that guard Booker. There's not much for shooters. They're a better shooting team than the Nuggets. So that helps there. Wings wise, I would say the Suns have bodies to throw at Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. is more unproven than Booker or Chris Paul. So
Okay,
I mean-
but like best player in the series, 1. Look, you're gonna find it hard for me to pick the Suns, right? Like,
yeah, because it's what they did to you. Okay, I think the Suns. I would have the Suns in 6, and here's why my explanation. I guess because you don't want to give yours. I feel like the Suns. We saw them right in a set offense. They feel like they can get. They're the second best set offense in the league because I think the Nets are better, obviously. But I feel like in a set offense, they can get they can get good looks for almost all their players. And Chris, that's the reason why TK we're like, oh, Chris Paul only drops like 10 points or whatever, blah blah. Blah. And then you say, oh, like his stats don't really show it. But the reason, the impact you see when you watch the games, they get good shots consistently. Like they get good looks against a good defensive team. The Lakers, they got good looks. Is that undeniable, Nathan?
true.
Yeah, offensively
That's
they
not
get
wrong.
good looks. So now you put them against a bad defensive team. Are we gonna say that the Denver Nuggets are a good defensive team?
Average.
At best, they're average. And then now you go against a team. You put them in the half court set again. They're gonna get ate up. Booker's gonna get any shot he wants. Chris Paul can get any shot he wants. Crowder and Cameron Payne and all those guys, Cam Johnson, they're gonna get good 3-point looks too. Ain's
But,
gonna
like,
get
no.
good
You
looks
think-
at the rim. It's
You think
Only
they're
good
gonna
shots.
fucking be that like
No, but yeah, they were super hot.
they were
against the Lakers.
they were like ridiculously hot.
they're ridiculous.
Like-
Do I think they're gonna blow them out like by 30, like what they did to Lakers? Probably not. But I think consistently they're gonna get better looks on offense than the Suns will. the Nuggets will. So by that metric, if they just get better looks, they'll probably make more shots than them. If you make more shots than the other team, you usually win. I don't know. I think that's just how it works in basketball. So then, that happens. The Nuggets, they're more relying on Jokic just absolutely dominating, and then they double him, and he gives the team good looks. It's not really, they just consistently just get good looks off of everybody. And even then, who do I trust more making the shots? Capazzo and fucking Morris. What the fuck is this? Monty Morris? Or guys who I just saw didn't run one.
He's good, bro. Monty Morris,
Sure.
like don't disrespect him, bro. Like he's good.
Sure. And you know what? You can say they got hot for a series, but we've seen like when you get hot for a series, it kind of carries you out when you have good momentum like that for the entire playoffs. Look at the Heat. That was the quota of the Heat. We literally just talked about it. Their supporting cast got hot for the entire the championship run. Hero, Duncan, Dragic to an extent, Andre Iguodala. Who else got hot? Was it Kelly Olynyk too? Right? Olynyk was on the team. Am I
Duncan
tripping?
Robinson.
Yeah,
Duncan
all those
Robinson.
guys, they all got hot too. So it happens. Could it happen with this team? I don't see why not. I mean, Cameron Payne looks like, fuck it.
Yeah, he fucking looks like look, another guy to add to the list of players got better after Westbrook.
Yeah.
Campaign.
All right, I guess enough about that series though. We went like 30 minutes on that series. Let's talk about. Yeah, we talked about a lot. Let's go through some quick ones though. Let's go through the 1A match. Let's go Jazz Grizzlies. I think Jazz Grizzlies. The Grizzlies did all they could. It's just we said it right.
Dude, Donovan Mitchell is something else, bro.
The depth on this team is incredible. They have players that can score from everything. Donovan Mitchell is a really good player too. So
I remember, bro, when you and Nathan were like, he's Russ 2.0.
Donovan
In his
Mitchell?
rookie season. Yeah, in his
Yeah.
rookie season.
Did we say
You
that?
guys said You guys hated him.
When he couldn't shoot, you know.
Yeah, he got shot better.
Dude, he shot 40% this series on 9 attempts. That's pretty good.
Look, like the Grizzlies stole game one. You know, Mitchell
What do you
didn't
mean
play.
40% on 9 threes a game? We shot 9 threes a game?
Yeah, 8.8.
That's elite, bro.
That's elite. That's what I'm
That's
saying. That's
elite.
good.
Yeah, he's an elite shooter. That's something with Westbrook. If Westbrook shot like 9 threes a game, made 40%.
No, but I'm not. I never said Westbrook
Yeah.
was good. I'm saying
That's what I
back
said.
then.
That's how he separated himself. So, props to him then.
No,
Take
but
the
his shot. No, but my point is his shot was never that broke.
No, his rookie season was kind of broke, bro.
No, it was still like 33, 34.
Okay.
Like good run.
But anyways, that's what we're going to talk about.
Look. There's not much to say about the series, right? The Jazz are better than the Grizzlies, but like,
Yeah.
storyline is this like subplot with Mitchell and like the
Wait.
team.
Hold up. Dylan Brooks averaged 26 points this year. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brooks
yeah,
was
yeah.
doing a
He's
lot.
good.
Fair enough.
I did not know that.
Like the subplot of like Mitchell and like the Jazz having like tension, like conflict. Because remember after like game one, they were like
Yeah.
they had beef because like they held him out.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say it like he's gone. Like because even last year they had tension with like the
Next
Gobert
year
thing.
he's gone?
Not next, but like he's a guy. He's a guy to like
Okay.
look at. Like
But it's not a hot take to say a superstar is going to be gone. In this day and age, I mean, that's more likely than not.
Wait.
but like he's already the
You
seed's
think,
already
okay,
thrown, bro.
after Beal, I guess, is he the next angry superstar you would call to
Wait.
one
Who
out?
are we talking about?
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Oh.
The thing is,
No.
I don't think
No.
He's
so
there
because his
He's
team
there.
is successful.
Yeah. Dude, they literally the first seed, bro.
Yeah, if the Jazz were still like fighting for the 7th, 8th seed or like getting bounced in the first round or whatever, then sure. But they're good.
Yeah, but
they're
like
good
that-
this season. It's kind of like Booker.
Like if they were really good, like that story doesn't happen game one. Like they're not on the same. They were on the same page. Like if they were like really tight like that doesn't happen. So like
That's
I think he's
can
gone.
we blame that on management though? I don't know.
You think he's gone after this season?
Okay,
Not this season,
but
but
honestly, can
in
we
the
say
future-
objectively that was a good idea to hold Mitchell back from that game? Was there any reason for
true
Mitchell for that game?
because
I mean-
game two he like kind of like he was like grimacing like in
Yeah,
it, like
I think it was a bigger
between-
risk for him to play. Imagine he plays game one and gets injured like Murray did.
Wait.
And now
yeah,
you're
he did
play
screwed.
game-
Now you
He
lose.
played, he played 4 games, right? He played game 2?
Yeah, he swept. He
Yeah,
played
yeah,
the
yeah,
games
yeah.
he swept. Every
Yeah,
single
yeah,
game
yeah.
he played,
Game
they
one,
won.
yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, he sat out first game. Nothing to panic about.
But let's look at the second side of this game. The reason why everyone's really high on Jaw, he bought out the series, right? He had big games, and they couldn't win because his team wasn't actually like good enough. But then the thing is does that carry over? I think there's different ways. I think the reason why I would like to say there's like good stats, bad team guys, or why guys who necessarily put up big numbers aren't necessarily in the upper echelon or elite players is because you get it at different ways, right? I feel like Booker does it in a way where it doesn't look like he's forcing it. It looks like he can get it any night, right? But and then
Yeah, like
does that kind of make sense?
Booker's points wasn't always garbage minutes.
Booker's
It was-
40, for my opinion, Booker's 47 looks a lot better than Booker's 71. Right?
Okay.
If you look at the game
Probably,
tape,
yeah.
is that a hot, I feel like it's a hot take, but like if you just tell someone like his 47-point game is better than the 71-point game, like
he
that's-
was like ridiculously
Well,
efficient.
context, like the team lost when he scored 71, and that's when he
No,
scored 47.
yeah,
it was
he was just
Lakers
trying to
in
go.
the playoffs.
He was just trying to go for the record then.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like back then, that's how you got most of his big games, right? It was him not forcing like bad shots and they just went in, right? Now it looks like he's getting any shot he wants. It doesn't look like he's really forcing stuff. His efficiency is like way up. So it's similar to Tatum, right? His 50 points in his play-in is like kind of like okay, cool. Like he just shot a bunch against a bad team, right? But his 50 against the Nets was like, wow, this guy was efficient, getting to the free throw line consistently, making tough shots, getting good shots as well. So it was like he's doing both. He shot above 50% that game. So I feel like there's differences in big games. So at that level of score, Jaw, I feel like still in that the phase where he looks like he's like, okay, he's putting up big numbers, but it doesn't look like he's like it translates to wins. You know what I mean?
Well,
I
he
think
the Grizzlies are.
well, like the missing thing in his game is like the shot, really, because like
His jumper.
yeah, because like
Yeah,
but, like,
what?
Jaw What?
If you're
Ja's
gonna
winning
guard
a lot
him,
for a rookie and like a second year though. He's not like Luca's first year was a 14 seed.
no, but like to take that next step, right? Like if you're like game plan against him, like give him like a foot or two, because like I'm happy with him taking any three, honestly. Like if he makes it, cool.
obviously.
But, like so, like that's the next progression in his game, like being
Yeah.
able to like reliably make that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because like even now, right? People know to like start off on him, and he's still getting to the rim, and he's still like finishing over guys. So, like he's elite there, but like to take that next step to like where like people like project him to be, he needs to be able to make that shot. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's with a lot of players though.
And his shot creation isn't great. Is even good.
Shot creation is what separates the you
Yeah.
from like an average player to like a star.
Like, is he making his teammates better? That's my question, right? Like, I don't feel like he does, like, at all.
Ja?
Yeah. Like, he might make it better as in, like, he demands more attention, so you get better looks, I guess. Like, just off of, like, you know, if they double him, you're obviously going to be open because your guy's guarding him, right? I guess in that way. But he's not in the same way like LeBron does or Chris Paul does or even Luka is right now, right? Or Kawhi does even. Like,
Well, I don't think he's ever gonna be LeBron or Luka.
well, just like passing out, even to like Westbrook's extent, right? Westbrook is a pretty solid passer. So out of that, like even Ja, like that's another
No,
level
but
of his game he gets
Ja
into.
right now is better than Westbrook at this age.
Yeah, I'm just mentioning that. Nathan mentions that like, oh, he's getting shot better, which I agree with. He does, but I feel like there's other aspects of the game he still needs to improve on too. And obviously,
Do you think
defensively,
he's
he wants to
like?
improve.
You think he's in the mold of like a Colin Sexton?
No, I think he's
No,
better.
He's better.
Because his
Or,
team
like the
his
mold,
no
the
his
mold,
team-
right? Because like, if you don't think he's like a shot maker, like for like his teammates, like
Oh,
like,
I know
like,
what
flashy-
I think he can be because he's shown flashes where he could just do good passes. I just don't think he really. It's kind of like Trae Young. It's like he didn't trust his teammates. So he's not willing to pass. He hasn't. I feel like he has the potential to. He's shown that he's a good passer. It's just he doesn't do it. So I'm like, that's why I was frustrated with Trae Young. I'm like, we can see it. It's just he doesn't do it. So it's like, you know, why are you taking that fucking 36-footer? You know what I mean? It says like, why are you taking that super contested layup instead of a 36-footer? Because God doesn't really take those. But it's like the opposite end of the spectrum where it's
No,
like
but
instead of that
Ja's
shot,
already. Ja doesn't really take dump shots though.
we don't think they're dumb
like-
shots because they're layups, but they're still like contested shots. You know what I mean? He can still rotate the ball around. He can swing it more. You know what I'm talking about? And
Oh
he
yeah,
doesn't-
but I think that's gonna come with time though, because I mean he's only in his second year, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he's so young. I'm just saying, but there's
just saying, like,
other
I
levels
don't
to his
think-
game. He doesn't have
I
that
don't think-
factor where he knows. It's kind of like just like, oh, I need like this player needs to get going tonight, right? Oh, I need to feed this guy today, or if I give
Oh.
him a couple good shots, he'll get going. He'll try more on defense, type of thing,
See,
right?
but
He
I
doesn't
don't
understand
think-
the game at that level.
I don't think what Nathan's saying that he only needs a 3-point shot and then he's elite. But
Yeah.
Nathan's saying the most the most important thing that he needs is a 3-point shot. Him like learning to be a better distributor, that's just gonna come with him playing more games. Because he's already shown like that he's a good like would you say he's like an above average passer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and he could be elite.
average.
Yeah, but okay, that's enough of that series though. So the next series we're talking about like what Sixers, Wizards, I guess if we mentioned it.
Let's is there even
yeah.
anything to talk about?
Not much. I mean, the
We
Wizards, we
in the
knew
house.
it.
Free Bradley Beal, buy out Westbrook, send him to the Clippers. That's all I have to say.
Buy out Westbrook. First of all, he'd never want to get bought out, I think. But
No, he's never asked for it.
then the
Hey.
second thing, I think the biggest thing is Embiid gets injured, so we don't know what the thing is with the Sixers. But he's
Dude, it's always something with Embiid, bro. He's gonna be like Anthony Davis, bro.
yeah, I guess,
Right.
but you thought this year could be different. Do you think they can still beat? So I guess it's a good transition, right? So
Yeah,
I just want to talk about them.
they could-
We saw
beat the
a lot about Tobias Harris had a good first game. He kind of struggled the second, third game. It makes you think, can Tobias Harris score consistently as their main scorer if Embiid's out, right? Because he'll be the primary like scoring guy. It won't be Simmons. Simmons is still the creator or distributor on
Yeah,
the team.
yeah, he'll be the primary scorer.
So do we really
Curry's
trust
gonna
him against in the
Okay.
second round series against the Hawks? We get to the Hawks like just a bit, but just mention it real quick. Do we really trust that? What do you guys think?
I don't trust him, but I think the Sixers defense are gonna be really good still.
Nathan?
Yeah,
Where
defensively,
he's not gonna have to score like 30.
they'll still be straight defensively. It's whether or not they can match the Hawks.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't think I think they're gonna be so good defensively that he's not gonna have to score like 30.
I don't think so good. I think the Sixers defense is a little, just a teeny bit overrated. They do have the best defensive trio in the league. It's just you can't play those three together. The good thing
No,
about
but,
it
like-
is that like you get if Simmons sits out, the Thibault just takes his spot, and elite defender for elite defender, so you're not really
Like, are we
dropping off
saying
there.
are we saying he has to fill Embiid's void of like 30 something points? He's not doing that.
That's what I'm saying. But he needs someone to at least drop 20 a night, I think.
No, he can drop at least 20.
Or we sure he struggled to do that against the Wizards. The Wizards have nobody, bro. At least the what's it called? The Hawks got
Rui
big
Hachimura.
bodies to throw at him.
No, Rui Hachimura's on it.
Oh,
Rui
come
Hachimura
on.
is a
Stop
pretty
it.
good defender.
Stop it.
Who are the Hawks to throw on that?
They got Hunter, who's a good defender. He's a plus defender. They've got
Yeah, but
Gallo, who's
is
a
he-
body. They got
is he bad at Rui Hachimura?
Gallo's the worst. Gallo's the worst
Gallo's dog
defender
shit,
in the
bro.
league.
Gallo's
He's the worst
no.
defender in the league.
They got
He got him
Bog. They could throw Bog at him.
Really?
No, you're
Hunter,
you're naming-
but Hunter
you're
is gonna
naming
be
all-
the primary matchup. DeAndre Hunter, and he's a good defender. But anyways,
You're naming everyone who's worse than Rui Hachimura defense.
DeAndre Hunter's not worse than fucking Rui Hachimura defensively. Come on,
They're
stop.
about the same, I guess.
No, Hunter has always been a plus defender. His whole career has been a plus defender. The
Hachimura this season, bro, he's been
knock on him has been that his offensive game hasn't caught up to his
yeah.
defensive game.
Hunter is.
And now the thing is, his offensive game is actually pretty solid now. It's actually pretty good. So now he's a good player.
I don't know about solid. That's it.
It's good. What do you mean? He can create a shot, which is like better than a lot of players. But anyways, let's get to the Hawks. Let's get to that point, right? The Hawks, they trounced the Knicks, and it wasn't the most dominant victory in the league because the Bucks had the dominant victory over the Heat, but it was pretty dominant.
Julius Randle bricked that whole series.
Yeah, and they completely shut him down. That was all game plan. And this is a Hawks defense that's honestly average is being nice. So
Damn, Derrick Rose, no cat went off.
sure, and that's the thing
Right.
that I want to mention. The Hawks did great, right? You can even really can we sing the praise of Trae Young now before we bring him down? All right, who wants to start? Who wants to start? Someone start.
I never.
Should I
hated
start?
Trae.
Because I gave the bad tick like a couple podcasts ago.
No, it was good. Well, like 2 podcasts ago, I asked if Trae Young would be the best player on the championship team, and both of you guys shot it down real quick, right? And then, so like,
Oh,
I think he
okay.
proved himself. I think he proved himself this series to be like, he can be that guy.
He can be the best player on a
He's shown sparks
consistent
of it.
playoff team.
He's shown
I don't know
sparks
about
of it.
cha- I don't know
But a
about
championship
championship.
roster. Think about
I
it.
don't know about
Westbrook
championship.
has never did that. Lillard does he even get close?
No,
He got kind of close. He got
And then
close
he
to
got
being
close.
close.
Oh.
he got
But
he got
for
swept.
for both of those guys, you could see it, right? If I had asked you like before the season, could you like is Lillard?
Yeah,
could
Lillard,
be
you can
the best
see it.
player
He's
in
upper
the championship?
echelon.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying the same thing. You can see it.
I think you're basically asking, can Trae Young ever get to the upper echelon, right? Can we ever get to the upper echelon? We will talk about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
at this point, yeah, you can see it. There was flashes in this one, but the thing is, the biggest difference for me, the biggest leap that Trae Young that what made me go, wow, I can see it now, right? Was the fact that he developed the thing I was talking about with John Morant, the ability to like, oh, I don't gotta take this 36-footer, I don't gotta take this bad shot. I can beat the ball to Hunter, beat the ball to Bog, let Bog eat for a little bit, and I could eat too, and then take my shots when I could get them, right? Like all you gotta do is just take the best shots and cut out all the bad ones, and that's what he did. His passing has always been elite. Like coming out, he was a good passer, right? The thing is, he never really showcased it. He never really like everyone knew he was a good passer. He just never really passed it. So now he just started giving more, and that really set the difference. I mean, his scoring didn't really change. Everyone knew he could make a 34-footer, right? He could make the
That was
shot from the logo.
bad.
Everyone knew
That
he could take a mismatch to the rim, right? Everyone knew he had that in his game. The thing that they didn't know have in his game was the ability to set the pace, right? Score in a half set, run the offense, like pilot an offense to playoff victory. Did I trust that before? I didn't. Do I do it now? I mean, he just did it, so it's hard not to.
Look, I think I fell in love with him in this series because he's
He was
still
a dog. He was a dog.
Shit on Julius
He was a
He was a
Randle.
dog. He was a
He's
dog.
a dog, bro.
He's a
Like,
dog.
Alpha, yeah. So like, I really like the series. I thought he was. If we're giving awards, player of the first round, it's Trae Young.
Okay, that's because you're a Lakers fan. You don't want to give it to Book. Because Book has that dog in him, too.
Wait,
no.
He got rejected.
Hold up.
He shot 7 for 20. Like that's like this had like sublime fucking playoff series. Okay,
Was Trae Young better than Jokic or Dame? I don't
Oh,
think
Jokic
so.
is hard to give it. Well, Jokic had a kind of bad game too. But it's not like Trey didn't have a bad game. Game 3 when they lost. Oh no, game 2. They lost game 2, right?
That wasn't him
Trae Young-
having that game though.
He
That's his
shot
teammates
34% from three this series. Not like he's fucking doing anything.
Mitchell had a
Okay,
good
maybe
series.
Maybe his performances were of like
Yeah.
Dame, but like the player of the first round, it's Trae Young.
No, it's not Trae Young.
I guess for what he did for his team too, becoming the villain, you know, kind of energized the entire city. That's the whole thing too. The
It has
narrative. Really
nothing to
helps.
do with how good you play.
But honestly, I think we're talking about like how good he played. Like just like if you don't take all that out, right? The narrative out, right? The fact that he played New York, the fact that Spike Lee was in his face, the fact that he shushed the crowd, right? The fact that he bowed to Madison Square Garden. If you take that all out, he didn't play that much better than Mitchell.
True, but like you gotta account for it, bro. Like, damn, bro.
Was he better than KD?
Oh yeah, KD went off. KD's crazy, bro.
Like, was he better than Harden? Like Harden
I'm
went
not
off.
saying I'm not saying he had a better like performances than all these guys, but like the guy of like who you gonna remember? Okay, you're not gonna name a fucking KD's like serious monster. Like when you think about the first round in 2021, right? Who what
Okay.
player you gonna think of? You're thinking of Trae Young, bro.
Okay, no. It's hard. It's hard when you just say, what do we think about when we think like 3 or 4 years from now? Like, let's look at that first round, right? Besides
Any
whoever wins
average-
the championship. So let's say the Nets
Any-
win the championship. We can say, okay, we think about the Nets because they won the championship.
That was
But,
such a
but,
forgettable series, though.
but, Nathan, if you're talking about that, right? What is the most memorable series? Sure, Young might be up there if he has his coming out party, right? Or if Luka beats the Clippers, it could be that, right?
Yeah, dude.
Or-
Luka beat the Clippers, bro.
Or it's Book with the Lakers. Come on. When we look at it as LeBron's only first round exit, right? The whole narrative, this was the series everyone was watching, right? If you talk about like what are we watching? No one sure it's Knicks Hawks, but it's Knicks Hawks. No one's really watching Knicks Hawks unless you're a Knicks fan, right?
Or
Like, I wasn't like, bro, I gotta get to my seat. It's Knicks Hawks today. But I was like that for Lakers Suns. I was like, oh, Lakers Suns on? I gotta watch it.
Nathan, if it wasn't for Julius Randle, would you even give a shit about that series?
I thought that was the most fun series going into it. The most
No,
evenly
but-
matched.
Well, yeah, but that's because like they had Julius Randle.
No, but okay. Okay, it could be like a full state Lakers maybe, but like
But he still
like the fucking
did it.
Rockets.
He still did it. I think remember
And
when you look at it,
even
there was
the Lakers
sure
on the Lakers,
there was
though.
just there was a bunch of posts, but look at what everyone was talking about the next day, Nathan. Oh, Lakers
LeBron.
out, blah 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 blah. Exactly. We talk about that series, and we talk about the series, you cannot mention not mention.
Dude,
Booker.
but when
So-
when Kawhi won his second ring, did anyone say, "Oh, the Warriors were injured"? Not really.
That's
Yeah.
true, but-
What?
No,
No,
it was still.
bro.
It was still. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to take anything away."
Okay,
from
okay,
Kawhi.
we're
I
drifting
want
off here. We're
to-"
drifting off. We're about to hit an hour, so we gotta speed up the pace.
Next, best town, hometown in the league. But like two times Drew, like hey, Drew, I love you, right? But you look really bad right now. All NBA, right? And you,
Is anything cutting out?
Yeah, he came out. I can understand what he's talking about though. He's saying Julius Randle's all-NBA player, but he can't be that trash in the playoff series.
no. I said that like he kind of makes me look bad because I put him first team.
Oh
on
yeah,
you.
he does. Yeah, but that's not a playoff award, so you can't really.
And,
Yeah.
and he had an aggressively average series. Like
Average is a stretch. It's below average. Come on now.
Dude,
Average?
that was-
We're giving
that
him
was video.
average?
Yeah.
He was bad. Like he wasn't
Let me-
even
let-
good.
let-
He was bad.
Yeah, he's bad for like an average player. He was bad. Like let's say like KCP had that game. We're still like KCP had a bad game. You know what I mean?
Julius Randle averaged 18 points on 29.8% shooting.
And that's with him
33
like
from
getting
three.
hot, like getting hot, right? Getting hot.
4.6
the last couple games.
4.6 turnovers. 4.6 turnovers. God
Okay, but the thing is,
damn.
like, we don't even need to talk about the Knicks. They're out of the thing, right? Whatever. They have some stuff they need to address, like in the offseason, like whether they're gonna resign Randle or not, or et cetera, et cetera.
They should get Ball. They should get Lonzo.
Yeah, but the Hawks, right? The thing with the Hawks is, yeah, sure, Trae Young had his way. The thing is, he never really ran up against even a competent defender. The final possession, they had to put in Frank Ntilikina because they had no answer for him. Like, that was their best perimeter defender. Like, for most of the series, he was going up against Derrick Rose, what was it called? Quigley. And who
RJ
else? Like,
Barrett.
Trey Burke. Did Trey Burke start in the
RJ
Knicks?
Barrett's alright.
I don't know. RJ Barrett, like who, like yeah, like but he's not a great defender. Now you're going up against Matisse Thybulle, going against Ben Simmons, going against guys who are gonna
Danny
bully
Green.
you. Like Simmons is gonna bully him, like there's no question. And then there's no one to really like sure, Derrick Rose has a good game, right? Like Simmons, like in the post, like he's gonna get whatever shot he wants, driving to the rim. Like sure, he can't shoot, but he'll get any shot at the rim.
Well, putting Trae Young on Ben Simmons,
Who are they putting on him then? Who are they putting Trae Young on?
Curry.
Oh, I guess, but even then, Curry moves off ball. He's gonna be running around. It's not like Curry. Like Curry just sits in the corner. They play Curry like how Curry's playing on the Warriors, ironically, but like they move him off ball a lot.
Dude,
He's coming up on screens a lot. He's like, you want Trae Young? That I don't think that's a good matchup. You don't put Trae Young on him.
Danny Green.
They let Curry.
I guess if Danny Green's playing. Wait, what's the lineup you think? Let's say, okay, closing lineup for the Sixers. What is it? I don't even know what it is. Simmons, of course. Curry has to be in there. He's been playing. Tobias. Are we saying Embiid's healthy? Let's say Embiid's healthy, just for like if it's like Game 7, right? I don't know. Embiid.
And then
Depends what you need. You need a stopper. You need a bucket.
But it doesn't matter. The first like 3 minutes where we could close the game with.
Oh,
Danny Green, I guess.
Danny Green.
I guess he has to, right? And then who's your 4?
Well, you just said Embiid is healthy.
Yeah, so then Tobias Harris, Embiid, Green.
Wait, is that 5?
Simmons.
Yeah, Tobias
Only
Harris.
4, right? Tobias Harris
That's
and
four.
Simmons. Oh wait, that's 5.
Curry,
That's 5. That's 5.
Curry.
Yeah,
But
Curry's
if,
Curry's fine.
if Embiid's not healthy, then
I guess you could put on Danny Green then, but still.
if Embiid's not healthy, would they close with Dwight? No, right?
I guess they would.
But the thing is, Tibbs never actively attacked Trae Young, either, right?
Yeah. Tibbs had a bad series too.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, if you're Doc Rivers, right? You're gonna do something to get matchups on Trae Young. You're just not gonna let him. If he's on Danny Green, you're just not gonna let him be on Danny Green all game, right? You're just not gonna let Danny Green sit in the corner and just like not run a pick and roll, something to switch Trae Young onto somebody.
But what ISO players do the Sixers have besides like Tobias Harris? I guess like.
No,
Ben Simmons
Tobias Harris is not an ISO player, bro.
Exactly. So like they can't really punish him like that. Where like you're like hunting him on like switches, right? Like who's taking advantage of that? Like,
Simmons.
Who's making the Simmons?
No, if anything, they let Curry ISO him.
That's your go-to. Like
Okay, sure. Simmons on the perimeter. Simmons on the perimeter. Not a great ISO guy, right? But his handle is elite. Are we doubting that?
Wouldn't say elite.
Handles not
Handles.
elite. Like ball handling. Like playmaking. That's ball handling.
Elite for someone tall, but if you're talking in terms of all guards, he's not elite.
Sure, he's not like Kyrie, but he's gonna get like he got like you're not gonna steal the ball away from him. Like these guys like that's the thing. That's why he brings up the ball. He's an elite
Doesn't
ball
mean
handler.
you're elite.
Okay,
I think
but like
he's elite for a tall, like a big guy.
yeah,
For sure.
But so as a perimeter guy, this thing he has a good handle for a big ass guy. Guess what? He's a big ass guy. In the post, that's where he shines the most. His post game is like legitimately like elite. Like in the post, like he can get any shot against good post defenders.
Okay, but here's the thing. I don't know if Simmons was that good, or if the Wizards were just that dog shit. Bro, because like Ben Simmons against the Wizards, bro, he went to the rim whenever.
Okay, who's stopping him this time? We're acting like the Wizards are that much worse of a defensive team than the Hawks.
Wait, Capella? The fuck?
At the rim, sure, but I'm talking about like when you just go in the post, right, and you bring him out, and then boom. Capella's not gonna stop Embiid either. If Embiid's healthy, by the way. But
Well, yeah, but at least Capella's like a competent big guy defender, you know?
after Hunter's guarding Tobias Harris.
You're not throwing Hunter on Embiid. What the fuck?
No, we're talking about Simmons.
Simmons.
Yeah, you probably throw Hunter on him.
But then who's guarding Tobias? I thought we had Hunter on Tobias. There's not 2 Hunters. You know what I mean? There's only one DeAndre Hunter.
Nah, there's 2. You're tripping.
You could throw.
Don Collins, baby. I guess you have to throw.
Okay,
John.
all of this being said, do we all still have Sixers?
Sixers in 5.
It depends. If Embiid misses 2
5,
games, Sixers in 6.
Also depends on Embiid.
If he misses
If
like 2
Embiid
games,
plays-
it's 6. If he misses 1 game, it's in 5. I don't know.
Yeah, but we still think they're winning.
If we're listing the best players in that series, is Trae Young the second best player in that series at this point?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, he is. He's better than Ben Simmons.
I think Simmons
Yeah.
gets so much shitted on, and just in like culture, like just
No,
not
it's
not
not
about you
that.
guys specifically, but like when you look at like Instagram comments or like whatever, like casuals, right? They like people like don't think Simmons is a good player. Like you talk to them, like yeah, dude's like I've talked to friends, and they're like Simmons, like good player. I'm like yeah. Do you guys forget? Like they don't see it that he's maybe the best defensive player in the league.
I never said he's not a good player, but I don't put him as high as you do.
I guess maybe not, but like
I
his
think you're the-
playmaking, he's elite
you're
at
the
a lot of
highest
different
on it.
things. Yeah,
Because
probably.
you have him like top 15.
I have him
20.
at the bottom, second echelon player.
You have him as LeBron that can't shoot.
No, not LeBron.
Yeah, I've heard that come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I thought he could be, but what's it called? I thought he could be
He's not.
Magic. Honestly, like his rookie season, I was like, this is like shades of Magic. But like, look,
We said that about Lonzo.
no, he said that about Alonzo. Stop! Don't put me in with him. Come on, never. He didn't have the size like Magic. Come on, but then nor the creativity or like Lonzo playmaking was never elite like Simmons is. But like Simmons is elite at a lot of different stuff. So I don't know why people shut on him so much. Elite defender, elite what's it called?
Because the one thing he's not,
He's elite.
the one thing he can't do is just so important.
No, it's the coolest thing. It doesn't get you like highlights, right? Like he doesn't just like yam it on everybody. He doesn't make deep ass threes. So people like the thing is like the casual NBA like I hate Instagram like House of Highlight comments, what's it called? Bleacher Report comments. It's toxic. It's like the worst because all they care about is like street cred basketball shit. They fall in love with Kyrie Irving.
This is coming from the Westbrook hater right here.
We're talking about that guy. Those guys love Westbrook too.
Tell me what the fuck. Then okay, if you like Ben Simmons, why do you not like Russell Westbrook? Because they're pretty much the same fucking thing.
No, because Simmons knows his role.
I guess, but like,
What Simmons, you'll never like black. You know what my biggest thing about Westbrook was he black holes teams and the whole lose you a game.
dude, Simmons can black hole you by just not shooting.
Just no, because I'd rather have him do that than think he's like the greatest scorer in the world and take
Bro,
take these 3-pointers.
Do you not think Simmons?
He black holes the team in a different way.
Yeah,
black holes
he gets
not like-
hack-a-shacked.
Yeah, exactly. So like, it's the same thing, just different versions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Or like the way the other team will
No,
defend Simmons.
I agree. Yes, Westbrook black holes you worse, but he also provides you with at least some form of mid-range shooting, and he's a better scorer than Simmons.
no, but then he takes like 40 shots a game. Simmons will never do that. So that's the thing with them. It's like I feel like you can win with Simmons, not as your best player, but he can at least complement a player. I feel like it's hard to complement Westbrook with anybody because Westbrook is gonna be most likely taking the most shots on the team, or at least up there. At least like it's gonna be like 1A, 1B.
No, but I'm not saying Westbrook can do that. I'm saying I don't think Ben Simmons can do that either.
You don't think Simmons could be a B player on a fucking championship roster?
Not if he can, like, dude.
You don't think he could be someone's
Like,
Pippen?
all right, dude. No, but this is not that era where you can be a Pippen.
What are you talking about? I'm just saying, like, not Pippen specifically, but like he'd be a second best player on the team. You can't be like let's say you switch him and Paul George.
if
Like, you don't think he's
doesn't
still with Kawhi? You think if Simmons got traded to the Mavs,
but
it's some kind of like
here's the thing.
I don't know.
He can stick with them, but on the other side, like
He's not
gonna be
he's
able-
not a zero. He's not Matisse Thybulle. The thing is, he still can score like 18, 19 a
he's not-
game.
No, but it's not 18, 19. It's like barely 13, 14.
Oh my god, is that even his average for the season?
He averaged for the fucking series against Sixers. He averaged 15 points.
Because he didn't need to do shit. That's the thing. They won. They cruise. He doesn't gotta do anything. He knows his
I know
role.
this-
He just gotta drop 30.
For the season, I swear he averaged 14 points.
The thing is, he's
Average
elite on so much
less.
level. He knows his role. He's a good scorer. He's shown in past seasons. If he wants to get to the rim, he can get to the rim. He's done it.
But what I'm saying is,
done it before.
but that we all said that about Westbrook. If he wanted to get to the rim, he could.
Yeah, but Westbrook doesn't.
In the playoffs, no. I'm talking about young Westbrook. You telling me young Westbrook can't get to the rim when he wants to?
Yes, good. But that's the
No,
thing. He
what I'm
takes
saying-
these jumpers.
If we say that the reason Westbrook didn't win is because he never developed a shot, it's because in those
Why is
moments
Westbrook
when-
always getting brought up, bro?
No, but I'm shitting on him. I'm not even praising him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Westbrook's like a close.
So, what are you saying?
Comparison basis. I'm saying we talk about Westbrook when we say he didn't win because in those moments where if he
Okay.
had hit the three or if he had
Here's
hit
my
the
thing.
jump shot.
Okay, here's the last
And
piece
then
I'll
you
have
move
on
on,
this
and-
before we move on.
and- No, but what I'm saying is if Ben Simmons doesn't develop that shot,
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
or at least in mid
Even if he doesn't develop the shot, right? Even if he doesn't,
I don't think he can win.
Because I think at this point it's a mental thing. It's not even like repetition or anything. He can't shoot. I think it's a mental thing with him. So I don't know if
It
he'll
is
ever
a
get
mental
over that. So even if he doesn't, this is the thing. This is why I still think he'd wouldn't be a good player on a championship team, or the second best player. The thing with Westbrook, is that if you as a GM grab Westbrook to be the second best player, he in his heart, in his brain, he's not wired to ever believe he's the second best player. Never. He would never walk onto the court and be like, yeah, I'm the second best player on this team right now. Like, all those Rockets series, he always believed he was the best player. Even with Kevin Durant, I bet you thought he was the best player in the game. In the game, not even just on his team. Right? Ben Simmons, I don't think he's wired like that. He'll be like, I'm the floor setter. My job is to set the plate for Embiid. My job is not to score 38. It's to make sure that guy scores 38.
I'm not asking him to score 30. I'm asking him to provide some form of spacing.
The thing is, he doesn't need to. We've seen the thing of the spacing, and he doesn't need so much spacing. The offense worked for the Sixers.
No, bro.
Let me know, bro.
When Tobias Harris starts breaking, who the fuck is gonna start creating shots on that team?
Simmons creates shots for others.
No.
Because he creates shots for himself.
Who's gonna be the shot creator?
Like just ISO ball? Why do they need one? It's Embiid.
No,
and if you need a one-on-one back, let's get I know what you're talking about. Like let's say 1 minute.
Matthew.
No, I know what you're talking about. Let's say 14 seconds down on the shot clock, you have a dead possession, right? Your play did not work. It's busted. So you need to throw the ball to somebody to create a shot, right?
Yes.
Their guy's Embiid.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's their guy. It just he plays inside to the perimeter, and that's the thing. That's the culture right now, and that's what makes me frustrated. It's like everyone gets dazzled by the perimeter guy. So it's like,
no. But Matthew, here's the thing.
I bet you some people believe that Book is better than Jokic right now. I bet you.
You're just saying it. No, but that's stupid. I'm saying you're just saying he's gonna play by the system. It's gonna work because he's gonna play by the system. One of the best systems ever. The 73-9 Warriors team. Look what the fuck happened in the last 5-6 minutes against the Cavs. It was just straight ISO ball. It was just Curry, and then throw a bad pass and.
You know what helps in those ISO situations? When you have one of the best defenders in the league.
No. Oh, was that Warriors team not stacked with insane defense? Andre Iguodala,
sure.
Klay Thompson, Draymond Green,
sure.
Sean Livingston,
but you know what the difference was?
When he had his
the Cavs ain't got shit to throw at them. And then guess what? In that stretch, it was just
what
weird.
I'm saying is there's gonna be a point where it's not just system. It's just gonna be is your best player, your best and second best player better than theirs?
Yeah, you're right.
Can he score? Can he score on them?
You're right. You're exactly correct.
And I don't think Ben Simmons can do that.
You're 100%. I never said Ben Simmons can be that A player. The whole time I'm saying he's the Robin. The Robin should not be in that situation.
No, but I'm saying.
What do you mean no? But
I'm saying, can your best and second best player? Because it wasn't just LeBron who beat it was Kyrie. Kyrie was there for the ride too. If Embiid shows up, no, Kyrie was there with LeBron, he was shotgun.
He made that shot,
dude. I'm saying, Embiid's gonna bring it, yeah.
Yeah,
but then
Simmons gonna bring it too.
If Ben Simmons not. No, but I don't think he can.
But he's not gonna bring it in the same. The thing is, you could bring it in different ways, TK. That's the thing. Everyone's like, okay, if you don't make a step back three with the hand in your face.
No, I'm not saying that.
You're not. It's not bringing it, right? Okay, what if instead of the three makes against Kyrie, right? He makes that chase down block against Iguodala.
But I'm saying Simmons' game, Simmons' offense is relying on other people.
Sure, because he's a creator. But guess what? Other offenses are relying on him. They would not get that shot if it wasn't for him. They act like if that guy's a bum, then it won't matter.
But the other guys still have to make shots. I'm saying when other people aren't making shots, and they're looking at the best and the second best player to fucking close out the game, it's just gonna be Embiid, bro. Simmons not gonna be there with him.
You act like he's a negative on offense. This guy can still score. I've seen stretches where he takes over and gets to the rim at will.
I'm not saying he can't score. Because Westbrook could have gone to the rim at will too, but he did it.
Yes, I'm saying in moments where he needs to score, he can score. The thing is, he chooses to create. He says kind of like Chris Paul. Chris Paul can go toe-to-toe too. That's the reason why we're like,
you think he can turn it on? Turn it on?
No, I don't think Simmons can just.
I don't turn it on, but he's a threat. He's a threat. But the thing is, he disrupts the game in different ways. He's a game breaker too on defense. Why are we just ignoring that he's
Not once have I questioned his defense, bro. I'm not talking about his I'm not talking about Simmons' game.
The thing is, what I want to think about here, right, is that like we're like Booker is this godly player, even Trae Young, right?
I never said Booker was better.
No, but we like flashes of upper echelon player, of being the upper, not even second upper echelon, of being like the greatest player, can be not even number 2, like I'm saying, the number 1 player on the championship team. Yet they're negatives on defense. Simmons not even negative on offense. He's a negative on defense. They're negatives, right? Like Trae Young, come on, negative on defense.
No, but the negative gets outweighed by the insane positive.
That's what I'm saying about Simmons. Why is the insane positive on defense just like, let's just disregard that. That's a less of a positive. If they're both 30s, if he's a 30 on defense and like a 10 on offense or whatever, and then Trae Young's a 30 on offense, but like a -2 on defense. How does the math work? How does the math work?
No, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing that we've seen, like that's consistent throughout NBA history. Elite great offense will always beat elite great defense.
That's not what we have seen.
Yes. What do you mean?
Fuck. When was the last time a bad defensive team won a final? Tell me.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell me. Let me know.
No, I'm talking about like in a
play. Just tell me. When was the last time a bad defensive team won?
I'm not saying you need only offense or only. I'm saying, look, if you throw fucking like let's say the Nets, like let's say they play the Nets. If KD's gonna make a bunch of tough shots over Ben Simmons, bro. Ben Simmons is not gonna stop KD.
You're not gonna remember all the time that Simmons like make KD brick a shot. Like you're not gonna remember that. You know, it's like less memorable than a fadeaway.
But you're not gonna stop Ben Simmons. Like
okay, and I agree with you.
Stop an elite offensive player.
Yeah, sure, but in the last 2 minutes, right?
That's why offense can always outweigh defense.
I agree with you. In the last 2 minutes, when it comes down to your best players, right? Why does it only like matter if you can score? Why does it not matter if Ben Simmons forces a key turnover or gets a key block or gets a key stop on that Kawhi, right? If it's Kawhi and Embiid trading buckets at the end of the game, let's say it's Clippers Sixers finals in like game 4, right? If Simmons forces a turnover from Kawhi in those final 2 minutes and then sets up a bucket for Embiid on a pick and roll, is that not the same thing as changing the game as what Simmons can do if he just hits a fucking turnaround fadeaway on the left elbow? Is that just as valuable in the last 2 minutes? I don't get it. You're valuing this thing where you have to score an iso possession when Simmons can break your possession, right? Now when Booker goes for that turnaround fade, boom, he gets smacked down by Simmons, or he bricks it because the hand's in his face. You know why? Because Simmons is 6'9" with long ass wingspan.
Nah, but there's gonna be a time where they're just gonna sag off on him like hard.
Okay, if they sag, then guess what? They move him around. You act like if they sag off Ben Simmons is dribbling the ball up at the fucking 3-point line by himself, just waiting, like just sitting there. They pass the ball around, they move him around, they have him as a cutter then. Simmons one of the best cutter in the leagues.
You can also like double off him.
Yeah. But then he's playing off ball.
Simmons one of the best cutters off the league. We're talking about Clay. Clay was one of the best Robins in the league. He only plays off ball too.
No, but Clay is like different off ball player.
I'm just saying, just play because you're playing off ball doesn't mean you're not a threat. That's my point.
But like when Ben Simmons is off ball, who's handling the ball for the Sixers?
They move the ball around. Honestly, the main handlers, if it's not Simmons, they go through Harris, who they have on the roster by the way, and then Embiid. So I don't know. We've spent way too much time talking about whether or not Ben Simmons is a good player. I don't know.
I didn't even say anything at all. No, like Matthew, I get what you're saying completely. Cause like,
Nathan, where do you fall? Do you feel like Simmons could be a Robin?
Like in between you guys, really. Like I see what TK's saying. Where like there are things you can do on defense when you're playing against Ben Simmons, right? You can sag off him, you can help off him. Like
sure, and that's the reason why he's not upper echelon. He's not an elite player.
You can't ignore that. But they also like the defense, like the defense is elite. Like what can I say? So like Robin, like has there been a Robin in that mold though?
What? Just only defense?
Yeah.
But he's not only defense. That's what I think he's wrong. His passing, like elite, like one of the best in the league. Is that even questionable?
No.
Right?
True.
Him in transition, elite, one of the best transition players in the league. Is that arguable?
No, I'll give you that.
Right? So him in the post, is that even arguable? He's a great post player.
That's arguable. That's not argue with like.
I wouldn't.
No,
come on.
I wouldn't say. No, I wouldn't say he's elite if you put him against like I don't know, Embiid himself, right? If he played against his teammate, right? But for his position. Because the fact that he's going to be matched up against other guards, even smaller wings, at his size. Think about his matchups, right? That makes him elite. That's what pushed him to elite. So I'm saying he does all this, plus the fact that he is also one of the best defenders in the league. So plus,
I can see it. I can see it, but
I can't.
okay, whatever. We're never gonna move TK off of it. But anyways, I think Nathan moved the lead a little bit though. But what's it called? What's the next series we want to talk? Okay, let's talk about just over this and Nets, right? So we're talking about
This is the big boy series now.
yeah, we're talking about. Well, do you want to talk about Nets first, or do you want to talk about Milwaukee first? The Milwaukee series
either
first.
or.
The Nets series?
They're both blowouts.
Okay.
But
The Nets series, I think the biggest takeaway from the Nets series is that they didn't really try and they still fucking trounced the Celtics.
Yep.
Like you could tell.
We learned
Or-
that KD is still insane.
Or you can flip it and say that top 16 is really bad.
Well,
And
yeah,
you can't
sure.
really and you can't really judge the Nets because they played the fucking shitty Celtics.
Sure, you can learn a
How much-
bunch.
How much can I take out of this?
But, no.
Look, Semi Ojeleye and Romeo Langford is getting minutes.
Sure.
Like, how much can I really take from this?
Okay, Nathan, but this is what I can see, right? The biggest takeaways here is that like KD's shot is still there, right? He can still make a
He's
jumper,
insane.
right? He
He's
still
so
make jumpers over people. So that's the
Okay.
thing. Number
I
two,
knew that coming into
yeah,
the series.
but sure, but you don't know like his injury, right?
Dude, he shot
Okay.
55, 50, and 90.
No, another one. Kyrie, also very good. Harden, very good. And this one, they could probably play together. I mean, we said it just looks good.
Yeah,
And then-
because they can all shoot.
So that's all things, right? Those are obvious takes, right? Nathan's right. Those are obvious kind of things. These guys are like upper echelon players, right? We talk, oh, Kyrie isn't. But
Kyrie's not.
Harden and KD are these three of the best offensive players we've ever seen in the game, right? But I think the biggest takeaway for me, from what I saw out of these three guys personally, was that Harden is like the putty, like Play-Doh putty of like the NBA right now. Like he can form anything you want for the team. When you want him to be Steve Nash, he's Steve Nash. He's game 1 and 2, right? Or the the big games where it's like, oh, you see at halftime, like, or you see the Bleacher Report notification. Nets trio puts up 81, or Nets trio puts up 76. And it's usually KD has 35, Kyrie has 29, and then Harden with like
Harden,
19, 21.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, but he usually has like 14 assists, 12 assists, 13 assists.
But when you want Harden to score, he can still
But the
fucking
close
do it.
game, if he needs to, he can score 38 too. So that's the scary part. As easily as he could be current Nets Harden, he could easily slip back to offensively dominant Houston.
Dude,
like,
this team
Harden.
is so interesting, bro.
So it's like I told Nathan this earlier, right? You know when you close out the third quarter, you go into the fourth, you usually run your bench lineup. The Nets typically rest Harden and Kyrie, or not Harden, sorry, KD and Kyrie. They run out Harden with the bench. So like Nick Claxton or DJ or whoever it may be, right? Bruce Brown.
then you
whoever.
get Houston Harden.
Now you get Houston Harden, where it's ISO Harden with a bunch of shooters. And guess what? If that's your bench offense, if that's your offense that's like you're using against the reserves, that's fucking terrifying.
That's the offense that got
Houston to the finals.
To Western Conference Finals.
Come on, Nathan.
Almost.
Is that not terrifying? If you're like, damn, that's what we have to deal with the reserves? Like, are you fucking me? Like, and then primary, we're dealing with Harden, Kyrie, and KD all at the court same time, with Harden being an elite level distributor.
And this is all without playoff Jeff Green showing up yet, dude. Like,
Jesus Christ.
No,
he's insane, bro.
I don't. I just think they haven't been tested.
True. That's true. This is the
that's
real
true.
test even works, right? We can say all this stuff, but I mean, it's hard not to trust guys that have done it for a long
Was
time.
Milwaukee tested either?
No, but I've seen them test it in the regular season. Like the Brooklyn trio play like 11 games together all season. So like,
But okay, what's the part that you're scared that's not going to work? Like they don't make shots, that they don't get the shots that they want, that Harden's not going to be a good passer.
No, it's
Yeah.
the defense. It's the defense.
What's the part?
Like,
You just
if-
said it's obvious that KD's going to shoot over people. Like he's gonna make shots over people. That's what he does. So like, why is that gonna change now? And it's like, okay, we know Kyrie can get to the rim, probably finish, right? That's just what he does. We know Harden can take a step back three, make it, or either get to the line and get fouled. We know he can do that, or he can set the table for those two guys. Like we know he can do that. So it's like, I get what you're saying. Where it's like, yeah, I'm just
Look,
wondering what was the part that you're scared about?
if you take out one or two of them, you have a chance. You have one or two, and then because they're gonna give up points on the other end.
Okay, that's
Right.
easier said than done. Take out one or two of three of the best offensive players we've seen in the league.
I think I think this next team they're playing could take out one or
Potentially,
two.
but that's gonna be like okay.
I think you leave KD. I think
Yeah.
you take out Harden or Kyrie.
Don't get me
'Cause
wrong.
you're not-
They could
that's not-
do it, right? The Bucks could do it, but if they did it, that is probably the best defensive performance we've seen this year. If they could
They
take
don't
out
even need to
2
take
other
him out.
3.
They don't even need to take him out. Just slow him down, really. Like
Hey, dude, no, it's Harden that they need to stop.
It's hard the X factor.
Yes, because I think Kyrie could. I mean,
It's not
he
the first time
probably
Harden has
won't.
been the guy to stop either. But okay,
He probably
digress.
won't, but Kyrie can take himself out if he goes cold, because he's not contributing, like he's not distributing, he's not rebounding. He's
Sure,
not doing
but I
anything
think
else
this is
but
why that Kyrie is in his most dangerous spot right now because Kyrie knows that now. Kyrie knows that he's not like he doesn't have to score, like he doesn't have to score every possession. He's not looking to score every possession. It's he's feeling
if
out the
you
game
take-
himself.
if you take the guy out, then the pressure's back on him.
Yeah, maybe that's kind of what you're looking for. You want them to start playing hero ball. I think you want to force them into like bad situations where they're gonna have to force.
You want,
themselves.
yeah, you want them to like always have like to. You want to break up their play and always have to resort to
Sure,
like
easier
an
said than
ISO.
done though, right? Easier said than done. These are 3 elite offensive players.
No,
I think if they kind of
well,
get it, done.
obviously.
And I think TK is right. If Harden as the creator, as the ball handler, right? As
Harden
point
is the
guard of this
one you
team,
need to stop.
He needs to basically not let this happen. He needs to facilitate everything. So we'll see if that happens, and I'm excited for the series because of it. And let's go to the Bucks series, all right? Bucks against Heat. Bucks absolutely trounced the Heat, the most dominant performance in the entire first round. Can we say as the only series that ended up in a sweep?
Yeah, we did not expect this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought the series was gonna be close.
comprehensive performance from the Bucks.
And not only did that, they did it in defensively in a way that was like wow, like actually like you could audibly go like
But I
wow,
think-
I can't believe like
But I think
the Heat just got absolutely.
if game one goes differently, it's a different series.
Is that like
No,
mentally or
no,
what?
I think if game one went differently, it still would have been 5 games.
Like
No, mentally,
No, cause dude,
'Cause, like-
what we saw, bro, was like different.
no, but like mentally, right?
You see they
Yeah,
spiral,
you're the
they start
Bucks.
thinking.
Yeah, I thought that game one was a must win. Cause like game one, right? If you lose that game, you're already thinking about what happened last year, right? It's already in your head, right? And like that was at home too, so like
Like, dude,
psychologically,
How bad was Jimmy, bro?
Okay.
Jimmy was a -21,
I think though
highest by far.
almost matches his number. But okay, honestly though, I
No,
think
not
the
even
only
close,
way
dude.
Nathan, I agree with you. If they lost here, you could spiral. But then they would have spiraled because the only way they would have lost is if they completely choked the first game. Because they obviously after the series that we saw are the completely more talented team, like heads and shoulders above the Heat. There's like they're like a different class. So the only way they would have lost is if they completely choked or like Giannis got hurt or whatever. And then of course, at that point you gotta worry because if the team chokes that bad, you just gotta wonder like like kind of like the Clippers, right? And the Clippers completely blew the first 2 games. You're like, okay, yeah, get worried because the Clippers might be the more talented team. But like, if you're gonna blow those games, that's kind of in your blood. So it's like, at that point, it's like that's in the Bucks' blood. But they've shown that they're resilient and they're obviously the more talented team. And Drew Holiday, elite defender, elite, right? And then Giannis, obviously, we know is the lead defender, defensive player of the year winner, and everything, all that.
Be elite
So-
offensively, but elite.
And that's
defense.
why we give them a shot against the Nets because then they got good defenders, so they're good defense. So
I don't know, but like when it comes down to it, like again, we go back to game one, right? In the crunch time, I know they won, but like crunch time, like
It was close,
I don't
it
really
was
trust
close.
them. No, but either way, like in the closing moments, I don't really trust them because like
Yeah.
because Giannis isn't getting the bucket, so like you're putting your trust in Chris Middleton, right? You're really trusting Chris Middleton to close the game on you. But he's done it before, right? In the Boston series a couple years ago, and in this series, but like. I'm not very confident in this Chris Middleton like winning you a series. Because in the regular season, right? The difference between the Nets and the Bucks in their 3 games was like 19 points in total. So guess what? This next series it's gonna be close, a lot of close games. And then when it comes down to it, closing moments, the Nets have the 3-headed monster, and the Bucks have Chris Middleton. So like,
Wait,
it's hard for me to put my
didn't
trust.
you have the Bucks winning?
no,
Yeah.
or he does.
No, I had the Nets. I had the Nets.
All right, let's get to that after we.
Well, I always had the Nets. I'm pretty
But
sure.
I want to talk about. I think in this series it's gonna be a lot easier for Giannis to get shots. I mean, maybe not a lot, but the Nets defense is definitely not good, right? So it's like
True.
He's gonna be matched up against
Yeah.
Blake for most of the game. So I mean, late game he still gets to the rim at will. There's no rim protector down there, right? At least Bam, he struggled this series, but he's a better rim defender than like DeAndre Jordan or Nick Claxton. So it's like when sure at the end of the game, Giannis might not get the perimeter shot, like I said, but him getting to the rim, getting fouled, getting to the free throw line, he might get that like more consistently in this game, like late, like
Yeah.
last 3 minutes.
Like what we said about Embiid punishing the Nets, I think Giannis could have the same
Yeah.
series.
But you're right though. If it's the last 3 minutes, the game is tied. I don't know, 106 to 106. I trust the Nets more because I feel like those guys can get better buckets like anytime they want, right?
Bro, I
It's
thought I
easier
was getting robbed.
because I feel like when it's a close game in the last 2-3 minutes, it's which team can get better looks, right?
Bro, wait, hold on, dude. Someone was like in my wall, bro. Someone was like punching my wall. What the fuck?
What the fuck's going on in your house, TK?
I don't know. I was getting robbed.
It's Simmons, bro. It's
It's
Simmons, bro. I heard you talking shit.
Yo, what the fuck? This is kind of scary. Yeah, continue.
But yeah, I
Also,
think
the free throw, the Giannis free throw thing can't be ignored either.
sure. But okay, so who do you have Bucks Nets then? Let's go wrap up that talk with that.
I have Nets.
You have Nets?
I had Nets. I had Nets for.
Okay, you have Nets, bro. I have Nets too, but I have Nets in that close one. And I'm gonna say 7 because as a basketball fan, I want to see it go 7. But you know,
Milwaukee will test them though. Like at the
Nets.
very least, we'll see what the Nets are made of.
if the Nets
is-
get buckets as easy or it gets looks as easy as they did against the Celtics against the Bucks, it's a wrap for the league.
Nets in 6.
I think we agree. So there's one series left. That's actually going to Game 7. Clippers,
Oh, dude,
Mavs.
I just realized I did not even fucking transition to the different kind of fucking backgrounds I had, and I fucking spent a lot of time on those. But I do have the one for the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Mavs. So let's go with that one. Though. I was supposed to be on this one, just for reference. I was supposed to be on this one for most of it. but-
So Game 6 has happened. Kawhi said, "We're going home. We're going to Game 7." He basically willed them to win. So who do we got?
See, I
Wait,
hate.
do you want to go predictions or do you want to
go?
go with analysis first? Because I got some takes on
Okay, yeah. Okay, we can analyze this.
Because I want to take first off, the disrespect for Kawhi this year was astronomical, right? Like, okay, so some of it he deserves, right? But Nathan, I'm not talking about you guys specifically.
No,
Again, I'm talking about casuals on Instagram comments and like White Stand House highlight comments and everything, like Facebook and everything like that. Dude, there was a post I saw going around that everyone was like, yeah. They're like, oh my god, imagine. They were like, imagine, or they're like, remember when y'all thought this guy was the best player in the world? Ha, like basically like clowning that, right? Like, remember when y'all thought Kawhi was the best player in the world? Like, how could you guys think that? Like, bro, this guy is good. Like, sure, he had a bad game.
Not the best player in the world.
Yeah.
You tell me that series he wasn't the fucking best player in the world?
Not right now.
No,
Right
they're
now?
not right now. They're talking like, remember when y'all thought that this guy at one point in time was the best player in the world? Like,
Well, people were saying
like
that before
Kawhi is
the
that bad
half
of a player. Kawhi is still like top 5 player in the league. Like,
No,
it's like,
but was
it's
he-
hard
was
pressed
he
to
ever-
find 5 players I'd want more than Kawhi in the game.
Was he ever the best?
In the world,
Yes.
that championship run, I think he's probably yeah. I think he was the best player in the world at that time. Yes, he's What do you mean? I think he was the best player in the world at the time. But then I think it's hard pressed. And they're
think
like
that
completely disrespecting this guy. They're like, oh, this guy's not elite. Like, this guy, like, oh, he's washed, right? Like, Kawhi's washed. Like, no, offensively, he might be better than he's ever been. Defensively, I don't think he tries as hard anymore because he knows he has injuries. He knows he's not the same. Like, he doesn't have the stamina for it. But the thing is, late game, everyone was clouding him, right? Everyone's like, you guys can't stop Luka. Why don't you go put Kawhi on Luka? Why do you have Reggie Jackson or whatever on Luka, right?
Nick Batum.
Yeah, Nick Batum on Luka. Guess what? Closing the last 2 games, Kawhi has been on Luka, and then he's been doing a pretty solid job on him. Like, to close the game. I know, TK, you didn't watch the game today because you were busy. But to me, Nathan, Luka was struggling to get shots the last game. He had a really bad turnover late. He wasn't getting to the rim. He had to settle by throwing the ball away. He'd get doubled, or they would run a screen. He'd get switched Reggie Jackson on him. Kawhi would send a double. He'd kick it to Hardaway. Hardaway would take a bad 3, and then that would end the possession. So they kind of found the solution to him at the end, or they found a fix. So, I mean, I kind of have the Clippers in Game 7, so that kind of leads into my prediction for that. I think Kawhi, as a scorer, this might be the best scoring Kawhi we ever saw. Like, late in the game, When he gets to that right elbow,
Whoa.
motherfucker made everything, Nathan.
Stop.
Nathan.
This is recency bias. You just watched him have a good game, and then, okay, yeah. Like, are we just gonna forget the game, like game 5, where he put up like,
That's the thing. That's his one bad game. He's averaging 33 on 60% shooting.
Nathan.
like to say
60.
like this is the best Kawhi offensively.
Yes, this is the best offensive Kawhi.
This guy gets
I agree with
any
that.
shot he wants right now, besides that one game. But any shots he wants. I'm trying to look up the whole
Damn
basketball.
good Toronto.
That's my point. That's why I said, Drew, I fucking hate to say it, bro, but the Clippers are winning this shit. I don't want them to. I don't want to, but I think they will.
It's
What
not only
makes
just
you
him
say
though.
that?
It's like Paul George is playing pretty well. The thing I just told you.
Look,
At
look,
the end,
look.
when they realize, like, okay, at the late of the game, what's it called? Sometimes it does come down to the players. But when they're throwing doubles at Luka is forced to pass away to Tim Hardaway Jr. and Max Kleber and fucking
Yeah, that's the
Kristaps.
thing.
They're breaking the shots.
Tim Hardaway
Is that nothing? What the game, Nathan? We both watched the same game, right? When it came down
Tim
to
Hardaway
it,
wasn't bad today.
no, that's the thing. He wasn't, and then he was still kind of bad late game. Was he not?
Yeah.
Come on. And then the thing is, they were sending doubles at Luka, and they were having Kawhi on Luka, and Luka was struggling to get good looks. He was not getting. He had a couple really nice step back threes and everything, right? Because he's Luka, he didn't get those shots. Kawhi consistently getting better shots, consistently. He either got to the elbow, get that mid range that he loves, right, from the right wing, fucking loves that shot, and he drains it every time. That step back from the left wing, he nailed it twice. And then he had the nice one at the top of the 3-point line. He was getting any look he wanted, and he was draining all of them. It wasn't even touching rim, Nathan. None of it was touching rim.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
saw it. Yeah.
late game, I trust that more. And when he's passing out, he's passing to Paul George. He's passing.
Yo,
So I trust that a little bit more.
What was it touching rim? I didn't watch Game 6.
His ball wasn't touching rim. The shot wasn't even touching the rim, dude.
Yeah.
It was water. It was like, I was like, wow, this Kawhi is like fucking elite. Like, this is different, bro.
Oh,
And guess what? We've seen this Kawhi multiple times throughout the series. Game 3, we saw it. Game 4, we saw it. Like, this guy was playing at a crazy level. And Paul George is playing pretty well, too. The thing is, Kristaps is not, so.
Look.
Kristaps is... Yeah, I don't know.
Look. The Kawhi's good, you know. Paul George's good, you know. Rondo's on the team.
He really
you know.
wants the Clippers to lose, so he's not the only elite
Reggie-
team, dude. So we talk about the Clippers more.
Reggie Jackson had a good game. But at the end of the day, right, it is the Clippers, and it is in their DNA.
He would hate a Clippers son.
no.
He would absolutely
It-
despise a Clippers
no,
son.
it-
Western
it-
Conference
it is
Finals.
in- It's in their DNA to fuck up a series to get them to the conference final. This is the first round. I think they'll get past. I think they'll get by.
It is in their DNA to choke series. Like, you know how, like, Tottenham, it's in their DNA to choke? It's the Clippers.
No, this is too like you can't compare Tottenham to the Clippers.
Pretty damn close.
No, the Spurs are like that's like shit of shitters. This is at least
And we're
still like
asking the Clippers, NBA basketball royalty here.
no, but they not like no. But if you're talking in terms of right now, they're still upper echelon team. Tottenham's
Okay,
like in the
fine.
mud, bro. You're disrespecting them, bro.
Fine. But either way, it's in the DNA to choke. They're not winning. They haven't won a game at home this series. What makes you think they're going to change that, right?
Well, to be fair, the Mavs haven't either. But.
Yeah, the Mets hasn't either though.
Yeah, but where's Game 7?
True.
In
Nah,
LA? It's in LA. You're like, come
Well,
on.
I don't think it's like their fans are making them play worse. You know what I
No,
mean?
like-
I don't think it's like
but
their fans are
no,
being
but that-
negative.
yeah,
It's just they just
that's the
haven't
thing.
won at home. Nancy has won at home.
that just means that anything can happen. That just means anything can happen.
Look. They look to the fans and they see all the empty seats and they get discouraged. You know?
It's empty everywhere. It's fucking COVID time.
Dallas was packed today.
The thing is, late in the game, I felt like the Clippers kind of figured out Luka. Not figured him out where like we can stop him consistently, we're gonna shut him down.
No,
but
they just
they
realized
can
that,
force
like-
him to pass the ball, and that's kind of what you just want because the rest of his team sucks that much, right?
Whoa. Is this like new? Like, is this
No.
new? Is this completely new? Get out of Luka's hand. Like we've been on this.
It wasn't, but they
Most
couldn't
of
do
the
it.
series.
The thing is, they couldn't do it until this game. Like, why haven't they done it before? Because they couldn't. They'd force a double, and he'd swing and get the ball back and to score again. Like,
Yeah, I think it's like
it was hard. It's hard to do, Nathan. They couldn't deny the ball, and then they couldn't. And the thing is, they tried to do the same with Kawhi. Did you not notice? They had Luka on Kawhi. Luka was trying to deny Kawhi the ball. They wouldn't let him get the ball where he wants it, like in the right wing. And guess what? On one of the positions where they did that, Paul George just took him to the rim, and then he got his easy bucket. Because you know why? Paul George is pretty good too. You know who's not pretty good? Kristaps Porzingis.
Again, you're putting your trust in Paul George in like.
I'm putting on Kawhi. I'm not putting on Kawhi. But I think Paul George. I'd rather trust Paul George than Kristaps Porzingis. I'll be honest with you.
No. Okay, first off, Matthew. First off, Matthew. It's Paul George versus Tim Hardaway Jr. Okay, Kristaps not the second best player.
I still trust Paul George over Tim Hardaway Jr. That's even worse.
No. But what I'm saying is, no. I said side note. What did they give up for Kristaps again?
A lot. Not a lot. Not a ton. It was DSJ. They still won the trade. They still won the trade, man. Because the trade was Frank Ntilikina, right?
No, because Dennis Smith Jr.
Who did it turn out to be? Who did the pick turn out to be?
The pick?
Knox? No, because that was their pick.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it was Frank Ntilikina.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whoever they drafted probably wasn't good anyway. So it's like, I still think they won the trade. But unless you view it as a cashed up, because if you don't cash it up, Kristaps probably never signed Randall.
No, but then they also shipped out Hardaway in the trade, and look how that turned out.
Hardaway went to.
Well, it's not like I think Hardaway's just a microwave player, like a heat check guy. Like, do you see him as like a potential all-star player? Like,
oh no.
Look, I'd have him on the Lakers.
Well, yeah, because you need a heat check guy.
You'd have a lot of players on the Lakers.
You guys, ironically, were missing a heat check guy in that game. You guys would need Tim Hardaway can't take over.
KCP was your heat check guy.
No. Kuzma was the heat check guy. Why is he not taking shots? In game 6.
Kuzma.
That's the time you need Kuzma to drop 36 and to be Kuzma, but he wasn't. Like, that guy's... Like, if he's not going to do that, then he's just trash.
He was the guy. Dude, like 4 years ago, he was the guy, bro. Like, Summer League MVP.
No, yeah, dude, remember his rookie season where we were like, oh...
Yeah, bro.
Kuzma or Jason Tatum.
Yeah, bro.
So embarrassing.
And then now...
I'm glad I'm on the right side of history, but whatever.
And then now he probably has to download Duolingo because he's not going to play in China next season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a microwave guy. Like, those guys are microwave guys. Like, they get hot for a game or for like a quarter, but you can't trust them consistently. They game in, game out.
Microwave, except Kuzma doesn't turn on ever.
What did he used to? They broke. Yeah, LeBron broke the microwave, bro.
It's busted.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, microwave guys. Like, we're Tim Hardaway. You can't trust that type of guy. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like, we're like Luka, the best best player in the series. You say he's the best player in the series. Kawhi's not bad. Like, Kawhi's still upper echelon. Like, he's like the game. Like, if Luka had this Kawhi game that we just had right now, we'd be like nutting all over the place. Like, oh my god, right?
No, but that is because Luka's like,
yeah,
Luka's third season.
That's what I'm saying. That's true. You're right. That's correct. But he's still in his third season.
Like, if Luka doesn't win this season or next season, no one's saying shit, bro.
No, they're still gonna like, if he doesn't win, like, they're not gonna say shit bad or what.
No, like, if he doesn't, like,
make it to take here. Because I don't know if I agree with this take.
What? Like, you don't think he has pressure?
Okay, let's say Luka gets eliminated today, right? And then let's say Luka gets eliminated in the second round next year. Like, you're saying, like, we can't talk about him as upper echelon no more?
No, I'm saying he'll still be. It's like, I'm saying he still has time.
Oh yeah, we agree that. Yeah, he's young.
Like, he's not pressured to win. Like
no.
Rarely do players win at his age as the best player, you know?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I don't turn into a Giannis situation. So, like, where Paul Giannis is now.
Okay, now we gotta start the clock. You know what I mean? Like, after year 4 or 5, like, when he gets a second contract,
you
gotta start the timer. You know, like, we gotta be like, okay, like, we gotta look at the watch. You know what I mean? But
after year 4, you start.
I think once you get your second contract, but I guess same thing year 4. Yeah, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. The gap between Kawhi and Luka, maybe Luka might still be the best player in the series. You can say you can argue
that. It's not that big.
But it's not like he's drastically. But guess what? The drastic jump between the third best player and the fourth best player in the series is pretty big.
That's why I'm saying I think the Clippers got it.
Yeah.
The Clippers are gonna Clippers. Like,
But if
Okay.
here's my thing though. If it's the Mavs who win this series, I think they go to the finals. That's my
Okay, that's a good
Okay.
transition.
that's my
TK.
hot take.
I
for there.
want to get predictions for both matchups. I feel like we're like sure we're picking a team, but like, if you saw it go the other way, are we like genuinely surprised?
No, I think this is
Yeah.
close.
If I saw it go Mavs, I'm not like, oh my god, Luca did it. I'm like, wow, Luca did it.
right?
one-
oh, my bad,
So
Isaiah.
okay, Utah against either of these teams.
Yes. I don't
Mm. The thing about Utah is you don't like. You look at them and it's just so like. It's just like you just have no faith looking at them, but they're really good. So I don't know. But I would pick the Mavs or the Clippers over the Utah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying because I originally had the Clippers going to the finals, and I'm having whoever beat them goes to the finals.
Wait, what happened? Sorry, I had to change my battery for my camera.
He
No.
put both teams over Utah.
Okay. I like.
Because it's not a question who's the best player in that series.
That's a good point. But I feel like I don't know. I feel.
But then like the next 2 to like 7,
It's hard because I feel like if Luca does have a big game 7, it's hard to stop the momentum from rolling on. Like he's gonna be hot for the entire life, like for the entire run. Like Jimmy Butler-esque for like what he saw last year. Just like he's like I'm the dog. Like he knows he's the dog, right? Like he'll have an insane amount of confidence in what he already has. So I feel like that'll be hard to stop. And I just think the Clippers might be better. They just have like their talent is like in terms of Kawhi and Paul George is better than like Gobert and Mitchell.
yeah,
And-
I think that's what I'm saying. Mavs or Clips going to the finals.
And let's say
Uh,
I feel if they win this game 7, they'll prove that like at least they're like saving themselves from collapse here. So like,
no. The fact that it's even Game 7 where they pick their shot and then the fact that it's a Game 7 is like worrying, no? Like they paid
Maybe.
to get the Dallas Mavericks. They fucking paid to get the Dallas Mavericks, and the fact that it's taken to Game 7, like is that not worrying at all?
yeah, but you're playing against maybe the best player in this fucking entire playoffs.
Well, they chose to play against him.
Okay, but they probably think they're using. Did Luka not kind of step up a little bit?
Yeah, dude. Wouldn't they have wished they played the Lakers now?
Yeah, they're fucking far from being pussies, bro.
Maybe, but Luka definitely took a little bit of a step forward. Are we really gonna not say that?
Yeah, like they didn't expect this Luka, I don't think.
Well, they might expect it because they saw it last year, but like,
Yeah.
but it's hard to expect it 2 years in a row.
No,
Right?
but
Like,
this
oh, this guy's
Luka,
legit,
like-
legit.
This
Because
Luka
think
was
about
better than
Nathan. He's entered the conversation with wrestling the world. He wasn't in that conversation before,
Yeah.
so yeah, he
Like-
has to take a step forward, right?
He could crack top 5 at the end of the season.
Bro, this guy's not in the top 5. This guy's the argument best player in the world right now. TK,
No, like
perpetual.
right now?
players.
What?
Like we have KD. We
KD's
have
in the
LeBron.
conversation. Of course, LeBron's always in there.
KD.
Yeah,
We
KD.
have KD. We have Harden. We have LeBron.
Would you take Luka or Harden right now in like a game?
We have Kawhi. I'm taking
game 7.
Harden. I'm
Taking
taking
Luka.
Harden. No, I'm taking Harden.
Okay, in this game 7, do you think the Mavs would trade out Luka for Harden right now? So if you're the Mavs, right, and then for some reason, I don't know, like something happens,
No,
you could
but-
trade Harden for Luka right now, just for this game.
That's no, but that's
Like
like
chemistry,
it's
be
so-
damned. Like who cares? But like, let's say you get like it's like 2K, right? Like you just swap players, the chemistry stays the same, right? Would you do it?
But here's the thing. That's
Well,
that's
here's
so
the thing.
hard. That's so hard to say. That's such a weird. And I mean, I guess you wouldn't.
Because the team is just sucks. Like this, it's not built around Luka. It's just a crappy team that Luka's the best player. Either way, whoever is the best player on that team, like if you swap
You
out
won't-
anybody, they have to put
here's
on
the thing.
a cape in order to win.
Harden
So,
does have a track
who do you trust
record of
more?
like. I mean, Harden has a track record of like not performing well.
In game
that's-
sevens and
that's-
in clutch moments. I mean, that's part of the being a top 5 player, right?
Yeah, but Luka's just never been like. This is the first time Luka's playing like a game 7.
So my question
you
for
don't-
you is, how many
you don't
players
know.
would you swap out with Luka right now? How many players? LeBron, probably.
LeBron,
Yeah, KD, probably.
AD for sure,
Is that where the list ends?
Kawhi.
Oh, what?
I'm asking you that. Is that where we have Jokic, maybe?
I'd swap Jokic out for
That's
him.
Curry. That's Curry.
Oh, fuck, yeah,
Curry.
Curry. Yeah, you're right. Curry.
Curry.
I forgot, because I was the people owning the playoffs. But yeah, you're right.
No,
Probably.
like that's what I'm saying. I think Luka's like 5'6". he's not defo like top 5.
6, 7.
Did we just list our
Yeah,
top 5
dude.
players in the league?
Matthew, dude, Nathan has him even lower, bro. I don't like if anything, shit on him.
No, we talk about
One
this.
spot lower?
Yeah.
One spot lower? Like, come on, like.
No, but Matthew's acting like definitely top 5.
I guess you're right because I forgot about
Five,
a couple
seven,
players. I think he's 4 in my eyes.
Like-
or no, not
yeah,
4.
he-
Sorry. He's wait, right?
He's
Did we
like
only
5,
4?
fifth or 6th.
Okay, let's think. For me, it's LeBron, Durant, Curry. Who else? Who else are thinking over him?
You guys wouldn't have Giannis over him?
I don't think so. Look at what he's done this series. Look at his team.
I personally would take. No, actually, I would.
Jokic, I really gotta think about, dude. And Jokic is fucking good.
Yeah, Jokic is wild.
The thing is, it's
Jokic and Harden. Because this version of Harden is different, bro. But that's because he's playing with like
Yeah.
elite. I don't know.
But when Luka's hot, bro.
Nah, but when Harden's hot, it's the same shit.
I guess. But anyways, let's wrap this up because we gotta go on to the fucking Nitro anyways. I don't want
Oh
to
yeah,
keep shitting on Twitter,
they did, bro. You gotta eat that shit, bro.
yeah, so let's wrap up the stream real quick. So we have Nets, right? We have Nets. Everyone has Nets here. Nets
Yeah.
beating Bucks. We have
Nets
Sixers
beating
over
Sixers,
Hawks.
Nets beating-
Oh, I have Utah beating Dallas, but
We have
not.
Utah over Dallas, but not
I
Clippers.
actually have Utah. I'm Utah beating both.
That's a course. Well, I don't know about Dallas, but I know the Clippers was a course. Yeah, that's a given. But what was it called? The worst thing would happen. What would you happen if it's a Clippers Suns final, Miss Cup final? Like, that's gonna
It's
pain
not
your soul,
happening.
right?
They're both going to lose in the next round. Like,
Yeah.
But what if? Who would you root for? Who would you root for?
You said that about fucking thing. I have more nitros. Don't put nitro on it.
Yo, put that shit on it, bro.
I got 2 more.
let me see how this goes first.
Wait, Matthew,
Let
did
me
you put
put that
Nitro?
in
Did you
first.
put Nitro on anything?
Yeah, I had the Sixers making the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, it's so big, bro. It's
I don't
such
give a
an
fuck.
That's
I had
me.
one already. I'm the only one here that's only eaten one already.
Wait,
fuck you
did
guys.
I have one too, right? Mine was like the Nets or
The
Nets.
Nets or the
That's
Wizards
the
series.
Wizards.
But technically, you should already eat it because that series never happened. But we're gonna be nice. We're just say either Nets or the Wizards.
no, but that's what.
Yeah,
no, I
Nets or
said
Wizards.
no. We said Nets or Wizards make it.
No,
to
he
the-
said the winner of the Nets or Wizards series will make it to the finals. That was the exact.
Okay.
bet. But we'll be nice here, and we'll just say
no.
either the
It,
Nets or the
it never
Wizards.
it never happened. So the
Exactly.
thing
So
is
you
void.
should have
It's
ate
void.
it anyways.
No, so the thing is void,
No, you should have ate it. You just don't void. You just lose.
dude. Oh fuck! But they gotta beat the Bucks. I mean, I think they will, but
And then they gotta beat the Sixers, and then Beat will probably be healthy by then.
no. Wait,
a tough
Matthew,
road.
Matthew,
No,
you
you said
said
Eastern Conference Final.
Eastern Conference. Unless yours is to the
Didn't-
finals, then
No,
you're
mine's Eastern
fucked.
Conference. You said finals.
No,
I said
most
Eastern
of you guys had
Conference.
the Eastern Conference.
No,
Finals.
I said Eastern Conference.
Yeah, yeah,
Are we
yeah,
sure?
yeah.
I'm gonna go watch
Yeah,
finals.
yeah.
All right.
But dude, even if it's finals, they're still beating the Sixers. You think the Sixers are beating the Nets?
They have a chance, dude. No one's gonna stop. And Beats get like 50 a game.
They'll be better rested.
Yeah.
They don't have to go through the Bucks.
And Beats get like 50 a game, bro. Who the fuck is
Yeah.
stopping him? Who even has a shot of stopping him? Blake, Nick Claxton, DeAndre
KD.
Jordan.
KD.
No, they don't want to do that, bro. KD, you gonna let him get beat up on defense just so he can't do anything on offense, or like waste his potential on offense. There's no way
you
to do
don't
that.
like it could, bro, because they're still Harden and Kyrie.
But then that goes to the whole theory that we're talking about. You don't want like one of your players to go down and the other players feel like they gotta take over, because then now they're in a headspace where they're like gotta take a bunch of shots, and then you backhole your team.
Because KD would like dude, Warriors KD was like all NBA defense.
Oh, my lighting is fucking crazy right now, so we gotta wrap up for real. All right, anyways,
Yeah, whatever. We're going.
yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We have.
What the fuck? We
Oh wait,
didn't even give finals prediction.
Oh, sorry. We're doing that. I mean, I feel like we're gonna do one for the second round. Like, you guys really want to give a
Oh
final prediction?
yeah, true.
Well, we do it for every round. See how it
Oh,
changes.
change. Okay.
Yes,
Because look, we did it before, and then like, it's already dead in the mud for.
I
all of
want
us, right?
I want Suns Clippers just for it'd be funny. So I'm gonna have Suns Clippers for Western Conference Finals.
That's what I want, but
Yeah.
No. Your final two.
All right, and then let me just give my quarters so they can mix it. Nets Sixers,
final two are still the same. It's still Clippers Nets.
Nets Suns,
Nets,
Utah. Really?
Denver.
What
What is he talking about?
Wow.
He doesn't even know.
This
what
guy's
he's
trying to
thinking,
make shit up so the Clippers and the Suns don't get in, bro. Just have Mavs Nets, bro. Call it a day. That's fun.
I mean, dude, that's my other one. Mine is Clippers Nets or Mavs Nets.
You see no way the Suns can make it. I feel like
No.
we see a kind of Miami Heat thing. They get the role players just make shots. It just happens. All right, we can wrap it up now. Is there anything else? That's comments.
Wait, so who's winning? Who's winning for you guys?
Nets.
Nets.
If Nets gets past the Bucks, it's over.
Yeah.
True.
Although the Sixers series is gonna be tough, but I feel like if we see them, it depends how badly they beat the Bucks. If they win in like 5, oh dude, it's GG's the league, bro.
Yeah, it is GG's.
If you see Nathan as a Lakers fan, right, going to next year, if you see the Nets dominate the Celtics, like get any shot they want against the Bucks, are you like shitting your pants a little bit? Are you like a little bit? What's the P meter?
No,
Well-
he doesn't need to. 'Cause
Well,
they're not
no.
making it that far anyways,
Well, no, because they didn't have to play us. So like, you know.
bro.
You
No.
know,
But they're probably gonna get any
Lakers-
shot against you guys too. They should do
Lakers
No,
are
because
in
it-
the
Bro,
mud.
it's different. It's different against us, bro. It's a different. It's a different series.
cat.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
It'll be a sweep instead of a 5 game. Like, dude, you're in the
And Nathan,
mud.
you close
bro.
one now. How much I fix my lighting before our next podcast? So you wrap us up.
This is the first time I've ever wrapped anything up.
Put you on the spot a little bit. All right.
Subscribe, like the video. Look forward to the next video we're about to do. Right. Any last thoughts, guys?
Mavs in 4.
I think you're just a hater. That's kind of my last comment, but.
Clippers about to lose. All right. That's it for the Generous Talk Sports pod. Subscribe. Retros Network. We out.
All right, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more. Retros Network out. Peace.
That dude was like, nah, bro, I'm doing it.